nobody really gon' keep it, it's real life. Like me. Say what you want, say what you feel. Ain't nobody really gon' keep it, it's real. Faded nature. Say what you want, say what you feel. Ain't nobody really gon' keep it, it's real. Faded nature. Say what you want, say what you feel. Ain't nobody really gon' keep it, it's real.
What's good, y'all? What's good? Welcome to Drop Your 3 Cents. I'm your boy Third. You got Quez in the house. How y'all doing today?
Man, what's up, my brother?
How you see me?
Man, I'm marking myself safe from freak offs. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm doing.
Man, Tish, you ready to come in?
Let's
All
get
right.
it.
Tish, how you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Tired as funk.
Hey.
It's been a long week.
Man, it's been one of them weeks, man. I felt like I was in the raid. Like, what's going on?
Right. Man, how you doing, Jess?
Tired. Glad it's Friday.
Right.
Yeah, I feel you. And I was looking forward to being here with y'all. Because when I get here with y'all, that means it's the end of the week. We ain't got no work. We ain't got no job. We ain't got things to do but be here and get entertained. You know, we get a little slickered up a little bit, you know, and
Nah, it's definitely like one of the highlights of my week, man. You know, so I always show up, man. We have a good time on Fridays.
always on Drop Your 3 Cents.
Yes, on Fridays on Drop Your 3 Cents, people.
For those that are tuning in, thank you on Facebook, thank you on YouTube, thank you on Twitter, thank you on Instagram, wherever you're TikTok, wherever you're watching, wherever you're streaming from, wherever you're coming from. I appreciate you. If you're on Facebook, I just pinned the link to be a guest in the comments. So it's pinned. If you want to come on, just make sure you hit that link. I think I'll kind of wait for people to get you know. But if you want to come on, I just have to reiterate it before we get started with the show. But remember that, you know, if you're coming on, just be respectful as possible. We got people from all walks of life. You know, we can get some is Africa, you know, Thailand, you know, UK, you know, preachers, nuns. We got all types of people that watch this here show. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, we don't want to be going too wild, but we still want to have a good time. Also, make sure that, you know, you can respectfully agree to disagree with people, and it'll be all good. You know what I'm saying? Respect everybody's opinion, because that's just what it is. It's an opinion. This is where you can drop your thoughts, views, and opinions, and it's a safe space for it. Just know that, you know, things can get heated. Some people feel passionate about certain things or whatever, but that's okay. Just, you know, just do it respectful. Just know that, hey, you know, we're here for a good time. We're here to get our issue off, but then we leave it here as well. The thoughts, views, and opinions, those are expressed by others or by them and them only. Has nothing to do with the panel unless it comes out of our mouth. And if it's something that we said, then you can get at us directly. You know, I'm always with all the smoke. Tisha's a sag. She's with all the smoke. You don't win it with Quest because he's a Capricorn. He'll stomp your ass. So
with all that smoke.
Hey, I be trying to be good. That's all I'm saying.
Right.
Don't poke the bear though. Don't poke him.
Also, if you're coming on, if you're using your phone, make sure that you have your headphones plugged in, because we don't want the audio feedback coming out into the show. Remember, like Quez likes to famously say, this is a production. This is going out to potentially all types of countries, different people. You don't want them to see you looking and acting ignorant. Just toe down. You know what I'm saying? Make sure that if you're using your microphone, though, it's picking up all types of noise, whether you're breathing, you're snoring, you're chewing. Your camera is going to show you doing everything. So just make sure you're presenting yourself in the best light. You know what I'm saying? Because if you get shown in the negative light, we can't do nothing for you. Oh, just a quick little, you could get clipped up too. Shout out to Brother Benny and Viewing Studios. You can get clipped up at any time. And you can be
definitely get clipped up, boy.
Ain't that the truth?
Watch yourself.
Okay, I'm his sister and I still don't get a pass. So yeah.
Nobody's safe up here.
Nobody's safe.
Also, make sure if you're tuning in, Facebook, make sure you hit the like and the share button. When you come in, hit the love button. Make sure that you're sharing it consistently. If you're on YouTube, make sure that you're hitting the like, share, and subscribe button so we can make sure we get our viewers up and we have our subscribers up too. So make sure you're coming in. The more that this word spreads, the bigger the show becomes, and it's all because of you. So for those that continuously do it without us asking, we appreciate you. We love you. Thank you. Just remember, just hit that like, share, and the subscribe button because, again, we're all about support. So we got a few guests. We see you, but we're gonna wait to kick off the show before we bring you in. Let's go ahead and get into some ratchet news.
All right.
What's up, y'all? You know what time it is. It's time for some ratchet news. Well, starting off, before we get into the ratchetness, we got to send our heartfelt prayers and condolences to the family of Louis Gossett Jr., the first black man to win the Best Supporting Actor Oscar, dies at 87, which is truly, truly sad. I mean, he's been a great actor. I loved him in plenty of movies and shows, but my favorite was the portrayal of Fiddler in Roots. I used to watch that over and over and over again, and it was just, it's almost befitting because he's an ancestor now, you know what I'm saying? So, man, truly, truly sad. So, R.I.P. to Louis Gossett Jr. May he rest in peace. Let's go on to the next. Also this morning, Beyonce drops her highly anticipated album, Cowboy Carter, which is supposedly a country album. And as you can see, she's sitting on a horse with a cowboy hat, holding the good American flag. Beyonce is definitely out here trolling folks, but she's trolling them with some great music. I'm halfway through, and I can actually tell you that this is not a bad album. Not a bad album. I'm not mad at what she's doing, but I know who will be.
All Americans need a Bible in their home, and I have many. It's my favorite book. It's a lot of people's favorite book. 2 Corinthians 3:17. That's the whole ballgame.
Man, this man the lengths he will go, he will stoop to a new low almost every week. I mean, he went from trying to sell you niggas some sneakers, some gold-plated sneakers, because he knew that blacks would buy them. Now he's over here trying to sell the Bible with the Constitution in it because good Bible-thumping redneck Americans are about to buy it. But I like to show a quote from D.L. Hughley because he described this utterly well. Check this out. DL says, now he's selling the Bible for $60 during Holy Week, and the proceeds may go towards covering his legal fees for paying off a porn star that he cheated on his pregnant wife with. Christian values, my ass. I couldn't agree, but these idiots are going to soak it up, buy it up. They'll buy it, and they'll buy anything that he puts out and spews because he is the truth to them, but you can't teach a dummy how to be, Anyway, moving on. McDonald's is raising the minimum wage. It will take effect of April 1st. What is that, April Fools? Because now I think McDonald's workers can get $20 an hour. Now, I have mixed feelings because while I do agree that, McDonald's workers should probably get a little bit more, I mean, now they're about to drive up the price of everything as far as food goes. So, I don't know. Maybe you should lower the cost of living in California as opposed to, increasing the minimum wage and driving the prices for everything to go up. Because sooner or later, I mean, what the hell are we going to eat? You know what I mean? If it costs $10 to get a Big Mac. But that's just my 3 cents. But moving on. Music news. Back to music news. It's rumored that Kendrick Lamar may have another Drake diss up in the chamber somewhere. And OVO Chubbs is quoted as saying, tell that little boy drop. But he won't. He knows better. Yeah. No. Drake knows better. Drake don't want no smoke with that boy K-Dot. Matter of fact, this is what Drake is on right now. Drake is over here posting cryptic captions on Instagram. I would never sell out to sell my latest work. Never do you bad out the blue. I'm down to make it work. Then shut your crybaby ass up. Get in the booth. Go get at him like a man's supposed to. You know what I mean? If you want the smoke, go get the smoke with K-Dot. But stop with all this stupid shit. Please, Drake. Come on, man. If you hip-hop, if you write your own shit, it shouldn't be that hard, man. Go ahead and try to get your issue off with Kendrick, man. We'll see what you can do. We're moving on. Shout out to the new X-Men animated series. Now, I know this ain't really ratchet news, but I'm X-Men geek. And the viewership has increased by 522% since they launched that trailer. And I'm here for it, man. It's like nostalgia all over again for the X-Men series. And it's like, I've been going back watching the old reruns because of it. So shout out to Disney, shout out to Marvel for this one. You know what I mean? Salute. Speaking of networks, Drake Bell will speak out more in a new Quiet on the Set episode, which, if you haven't been caught up, I mean, he's been exposing what it's like to be a child actor on Nickelodeon. So it's getting kind of crazy, man. But, shout out, prayers to him and his family and healing energy, man. That's just, it's crazy. I've yet to watch it, but I'll be tuning in to see what they got to say. But up next, man, this is getting crazy in the Diddy saga. But we're getting ready to jump into it. It's actually why everybody's here, right? But if you do not know, Diddy's home was raided by Homeland Security in connection with sex trafficking investigations. And it's just crazy because so much stuff has transpired ever since. Like his drug mule being arrested, Young Miami and 50 Cent's baby mama reportedly are being paid to be sex workers, according to new court docs filed by the dude Little Rod. 50 Cent clowning his baby mom behind it and her responding back.
Curtis, what's good, man? You and your feelings about Daphne? She would gang them? Or is it that you sucking Little Rod dick? However it go, I want you to fade, nigga. Fuck all that. Since it's entertainment, let me beat the shit out of you on TV or something. Don't duck that. Yes.
Stevie J wants to fight 50 because 50 implied that it was Stevie J in that gay sex tape. Yeah, this is getting kind of crazy. Really, really crazy. Well, let's not waste no more time because I'm pretty sure this is why you guys are all here. So, man, let's go ahead and break this down and let's give our thoughts, views, and opinions on this whole Diddy saga. As again, I'm your boy Third, and that's my ratchet news. We got Connie up to the stage. We're gonna bring her onto the stage. If you guys want to come on, the link is in the comment section on Facebook.
I did my hair today, y'all.
And we see you got some light too.
How are you doing?
What's going on? How you doing?
Excellent. How about yourself?
Same. Tired though, but same. Thank God it's Friday. Yeah, that's how I'm feeling right now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, man,
right.
you lost me with the McDonald's thing, though, man. I was with you.
Me too.
Hey, man, come on now. You worry about your Big Mac, sir?
Sometimes my Big Macs are free. I'm just saying.
Yeah, if you were a vegetarian, you wouldn't have to worry about changes.
Salad's been effing me up as of late. I think it's still
make your own.
Romaine lettuce has been effing me up as of late. So
there's all kinds of other lettuce.
I know. That's what I'm gonna just stick to spinach. So
or get iceberg. There's no nutritional value in iceberg lettuce.
Well, iceberg is just like
water.
Yeah, those people can afford to do both. They can afford to pay them people $20 and lower the cost of living.
Yeah,
and not raise their prices if people would quit being greedy at the top. They can afford to do both.
They could.
That's why I said that, because they can do both. Let's not act like McDonald's is struggling to hold on to their profits.
Well,
Right.
one hash brown is $3. Shit.
Right.
Yeah.
You can buy a
Great
20
Mall
pack.
You can get your own hash brown, a
Thank you.
box
That
of
Great
them
Mall
for less
potato.
than that.
Yep.
Right.
You can probably get you a pack of frozen ones for how much that
That
costs.
part.
Exactly. You ain't lying.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's go ahead and let's get started with it. Go ahead, Quez. You know what to do.
Hey man, what's your word of the day? Third, drop the word.
Yo, Third's word, the word from Third that you're getting is called allegedly.
Oh, goodness. We're gonna be using that word a lot tonight.
Allegedly used to convey something is claimed to be the case or have taken place, although there is no proof. Example, he was allegedly leading participant in the coup attempt. Oh wow, that's on Google. He was allegedly leading a participant in the coup attempt. No, that was true. We seen the shit on TV. Nigga, bad example on fucking allegedly, because we seen the shit in real time. You know what I'm saying? So but better example is alleged that we don't know what has gone on, what is taking place, who's been proven innocent or guilty, and what we got coming up. We're just reporting what it is. We're giving our thoughts, views, and opinions on it. Like I said, if you're in Facebook or if you want to click the link, or Facebook, YouTube, click the link. If you want the link, hit me up. I'll get it to you. But once you come on, make sure that, again, this is all alleged. We don't know for certain, for sure. We're just giving our thoughts and views. But again, just be respectful. Agree to disagree. If you're coming on and you're using your phone, make sure that you got your headphones on, because we don't want no feedback going into the show. Just know that your headphones are used as a microphone, so it picks up everything. So I just got to reiterate this before we go diving into what we got to dive into. So. But yes, allegedly. So everything that's coming out of our mouths allegedly, unless we just got solid proof.
Oh, we don't care.
Well, hey, Diddy just sold his shares of Revolt. Now, this is true. You know what I'm saying? So he has some money now. So he has money to go, with lawsuits. So, yeah. Sean Diddy Combs is in the news again.
My people, man.
It's sad, you know what I mean? Like, it's crazy that, Monday we wake up to hearing that, I seen it on Bomb First. They came on live and broadcasted. Yeah, Diddy's home is being raided in LA. I go click on, I think TMZ or something like that, and I see that it's not only just LA, but it's Miami too. They didn't have that boy seized. So, and it wasn't just with normal feds or, whatever. They had Homeland Security on his ass. You ain't calling Homeland Security unless you got something it's not looking good for Diddy. It's not looking good. Here, if you guys need to get caught up, here you go.
Begin right now with exclusive information on the latest in the Diddy investigation. I have learned from sources that investigators have found several weapons inside his homes. Several. They also have found videos. It's been reported that Diddy has collected images of people in compromising situations at his residences. TMZ now obtained this video inside his home in Los Angeles after the raid by federal agents. It's reported that Diddy is the target of a sex trafficking investigation that comes after he was hit with a wave of civil lawsuits alleging sexual assault and trafficking. I've also learned exclusively that Diddy is in Miami. Authorities know exactly where he is. They've been in touch with his legal team. Sources tell me he's trying to avoid the paparazzi, and they're telling me he will not be arrested soon. Former NYPD Detective Derek Parker, known as the Hip Hop Cop, is joining me now with his thoughts on how this plays out. First, nice to have you here.
Thank you for having me.
So you know Diddy, right?
Yes.
In what way?
Back in the 90s, I was assigned to the NYPD. I was the hip-hop cop back then, so I had to assist in arresting him in several instances where there were some crimes committed.
What were those arrests for?
One was the Club New York shooting. He was with J-Lo at the time, and the other one was the Steve Stout assault that happened with MTV.
Right. Okay. So I have some exclusive information which you just heard. The fact, if it's true that they found a lot of weapons at his homes, What do you think this could mean?
Well, what happens here is that the federal government started a case with him. Apparently, the search warrant that had his houses in Miami and LA was pre-planned already. They knew they were going to do that. So they have a much bigger case. Right now, with the guns, they're going to check them. They're going to trace them, see if they were used in any crimes. They're going to go over anything about cooperators that are cooperating with them. They're going to be talking to a lot of people about certain criminal acts that he might have committed, and then go from there.
First off, what's up with that nigga's hair? He got like the ball fade cul-de-sac thing going on, like, like bro, like he's holding on. His hair's holding on for dear life,
sir. I can't even take
your life, like niggas. Just go ahead, just let it go. Just go bald all the way, bro. Like, got that one little
even take him serious because of the haircut, sir. Like, what
leave him alone. He's embracing it.
Man unit.
Look, shout out to my cousin Russell. My cousin Russell does man units. Hit him up. He's in San Diego, bro. Yeah. Come from New York, come to San Diego, or he'll fly to you. He'll hook you up with a man unit and have you looking right.
No,
but you gotta let that shit go.
That man's barber needs to be arrested for larceny for stealing that man money. You know what I'm saying? There's no way anybody is lining that up with a straight face and taking that man money. You need to call. Hey, somebody call Homeland Security on that. You know what I mean?
Right.
And look, there were some key components in that story, right? And one, you mentioned this man having guns. First of all, Puff Daddy is not a felon. He can have as many guns as he fucking want to in his house. You know what I'm saying? I don't even know why they brought that up. First of all, what they're gonna do with the guns? Nothing, because if they legally own, they're his guns. He's not a felon yet. So he can own guns, right? Secondly, he's being investigated for sex trafficking, but he's not getting arrested anytime soon. When have you heard that? When have you ever heard that? Like, I want people to be serious. Like, everybody quick to beat up Mom Diddy, and I'm not taking his side. If he is wrong, then, you know, they're going to do what they're going to do anyway. I'm just using common sense here and saying, as a black man in America, if they think you did something, your ass going to jail. They're not in touch with your legal team, and they raided your house because he got some videos of people in compromising positions. That sounds like that's what they was there for. We ain't taking you to jail because we just want them videos of them compromising positions and the people you had in them. I'm just saying. I just ain't never heard. We investigate you for sex trafficking, which is basically the new version of pimping and pandering. But we're not gonna take you to jail. We just wanted to see. What?
Well, I think they're pretty much what they're doing is they're building up an indictment. It's the same thing that they did with the Keefe D thing. Remember, they raided his house, whatever. They got all types of evidence, whatever. And then, you know, maybe like a month or so later, and then they slapped the cuffs on him and came and got him. You know what I mean? Like, it's kind of stupid. Like I agree with you, like how you're saying, like if he's really out here sex trafficking or whatever, they came and got R. Kelly's ass with the quickness, you know what I'm saying? And now he's stepping in the name of love behind bars, you know. So
they went and got Keefe D because he was a fucking idiot. He kept talking.
But they came and got him decades after the fact, you know.
No, I'm talking about after
a hot second.
No, after the raid on his house, he kept talking.
Yeah,
he should have shut up. That's why they went and arrested Keefe D. You know what I'm saying? Because they raided his house, they found some pictures, but they didn't really find nothing incriminating.
Well, no, we still don't know yet. But again, this dude, they found manuscripts. This dummy went and wrote a book. Well, you know, I saw him break dance, you know, his dumb ass and going on Vlad TV and saying, yeah, nah, they got you on video, they got your transcripts of your book, they got you on Vlad TV, they got you on Art of Dialogue. Shout out to Art of Dialogue, man, he's a cool dude. They got you on all this shit. You self-incriminating yourself. The world's stupidest nigga. So you know what I'm saying? So on top of that, though, so yeah, what Shannon says, I agree. Diddy, you got hit with these allegations. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, you have to settle with Cassie, whether you did or you didn't. You know what I'm saying? You paid a lot of money to settle with this chick. And now all of a sudden these new accusations are starting to come out. Were you that arrogant to think that, hey, that they may not start looking at me. So
Right.
whatever evidence you got at your house, you wouldn't even see a soft porn tape in my house if that was the case. You know what I'm saying? I'm having a big old bonfire, you know what I'm saying? Going to go take a trip in the middle of the Atlantic or Pacific, dump all that shit in the ocean. You know what I'm saying? Something.
Well, I mean, but who's to say he didn't do that? They ain't told us nothing yet. This be my problem with our people. You know what I mean? We talk about this justice system, but we be the quickest to convict the motherfucker before anything happens.
Very true.
Like, what happened to innocent until proven guilty? What happened to that? Like, we already been convicted Diddy of sex trafficking. We ain't seen no little kids pictures or missing children reports or nothing.
But sex trafficking is not just for kids. Sex trafficking is adults too. So
Yeah.
I understand, but where are they at? Because right now we got 50 Cent baby mama and Young Miami, who are both wealthy women and don't need to be trafficked nowhere. You know what I mean?
But you know where this could be,
really though?
This
Are
is
they
why
really
Homeland
wealthy?
Security is in there, because Homeland Security is just not the United States. It's other countries. That's why Homeland Security is involved. If it was just the United States, it would have been the FBI and police and all that stuff. So this is where I'm like, something. What was being told to them to where they were able to get the warrant to raid both houses. So these other women that we can't find is because they're out of the country. If they exist, allegedly, if they exist, they're outside of the country.
Thank you for the allegedly. You know what I'm saying?
I don't want nobody coming for me, so allegedly.
Yeah, I'm heavy on the allegedly on this
I don't want y'all
topic.
seeing me on TMZ talking about.
But are they really so allegedly? 50 Cent baby mama. I mean, she was actually part of Floyd Mayweather circle. That's how they met, was when 50 was cool with Floyd Mayweather. And she went from that circle to 50. Then whatever happened, now she's rolling around in the Diddy circle. Look like she's looking for someone to take care of her. It's the classic tale of, hey, well, I want someone who's going to take care of me and you're going to live off of. She got a baby by 50, so she's getting child support. You know what I mean? So she's running around these different circles. She's just looking for a sugar daddy. So whether she's a little sex worker like 50 claims, I mean, I don't know. But, at the same time, I mean, what are you doing around Diddy and them?
Yeah, she's gonna have somebody take care of her, all right. I hope she ain't as deep as she say she is. She gonna be in jail. They gonna take real good care of you in jail.
Yeah, dude, hey, 50 got a layup, boy. That boy finna go get that full custody. That's all he needed. He's a smart man.
No, and my thing is, this is not just something new. They've been speaking on Diddy for the longest time. So go ahead.
No, go ahead. I got some. I just found some today.
So I'm like, I haven't mentally convicted him. However, it's just too many coincidences for me to be like, he don't have his hand completely in some stuff that he shouldn't be having his hands in. It's just way too many coincidences for me. So that's where I'm at. And then every day there's new stuff, new video. And some of these videos are from years back. That's not new videos. So I know I agree with you, Shannon. I think he did too, allegedly.
I think he
did. First word of the day, allegedly being thrown around all day.
I think he did it too, allegedly.
Allegedly.
Hey, well, that's not how it works.
People that found out today, though, or this is what I see. This is kind of disturbing.
Oh man.
I was personally disturbed many years ago. Okay. I know this man well enough to call him and say, hey, I need a favor.
Yeah.
And this might have been 10, 12 years ago that I called him and say, hey, I have a family member who I want you to hire them as an intern.
Yeah.
And I have never talked about this publicly. And he said yes. And they were flying around, one of the interns, Atlanta, Miami, whatever, on the jet, in the house, whatever. And then the internship stopped abruptly, like 3 or 4 months into it.
Yeah.
And I spoke to my family member, like, well, what happened? And they wouldn't say.
Yeah.
And I'm like, why did it end? He wouldn't say. And years later, they finally came out, and this a male, and said that Puff had said, come home, stay the night with me, or the internship is over. And they said, absolutely not. He said, absolutely not. And the internship ended.
Yeah, I saw that today.
Yeah, man.
See what I'm saying? Too much. Way too much.
That lets you know that adults have choices.
That too. Yeah.
It's no loss.
Adults have choices.
It's only a loss if you thought that Diddy really did something in your life. I mean,
that's all I'm saying. It's a lot of people coming out years later like, oh, Diddy took advantage of me, and you was an adult then, and you're an adult now. Just like that young man, you could say, Mr. Jackson, not my booty hole, and go on about your day. You know what I'm saying?
Well, allegedly, people were drugged. Allegedly, Diddy was drugging these people at the parties. So if you're drugged up, it's hard to be like no when you don't even recognize where you are at the moment. So,
man, I was getting ready to upload another clip with Cocaine talking about. So Cocaine, shout out to the rapper Cocaine because he's on my friends list. But so he got flown out to go work with Diddy in Miami. He went to a club with him because they were partying. He took him to one floor, everything was normal. Get up to like the the second floor, everything was normal. The third floor, he turned around, looked, and saw like dudes kissing and doing this, and he's over here popping ecstasy. And Cocaine said he gave him that look, and he said, "I ain't with this," and he bounced, and he came back to California the next day. There's been too many of these dang on stories. And Suge tried to tell you, Pac tried to tell you. You said, "Why would I be scared of a cream puff like Puff?" You know what I'm saying? Pac. That's the reason why he probably told Keefe to go get him. Allegedly. But Shannon Jaguar Wright been told y'all, look, Jaguar Wright.
Well, she really said it.
Jaguar Wright, she really like rap too tight. You know what I mean? She might be a few fries short of a Happy Meal. You know what I mean? But at the same time, I don't like discredit what she's saying because there could be some truth. But how she presents it, she's a little over the place, like.
I see you always have a problem with the messenger and not the message, sir.
Not the message.
I want to reiterate that to you because we know Orlando is fucking crazy too, but he said he fucked Diddy and Usher, and we looked at him like he was crazy. And now Diddy is coming out and Usher in some pictures and some videos. You know what I mean? Talking about they was all together. So are these people really crazy?
This nigga Orlando Brown say he got some hum diddy pop from Raven Simone. I mean,
hey, and Raven Simone came out and said we did some wild stuff one time. You know what I mean? So is he really that crazy, sir? Or
I don't mean to talk about your homeboy. I'm sorry.
Did he get, you know what I'm saying, masticated into submission and it drove him crazy? Them two different things.
Right.
I'm gonna agree with you on that one. Okay. If Jaguar Wright is crazy, whatever, then I think it was some stuff that drove her crazy. Same thing with Orlando Brown. Like, I think there's some things that drove him crazy besides the drugs. Oh, hold on. Yeah. We got D in the house.
What up, D?
Hey, D.
What's up, D?
Hey, y'all. How you doing?
Good. How are you doing?
I'm in a bad area.
Oh, okay.
I said, how are you doing?
I'm doing good. I'm blessed. I know that.
Nice to see that.
So what are your thoughts on Diddy?
Mm-hmm.
It's
just a little delayed.
Area.
Yeah, it's delayed a little bit. Yep. You must be by Melvin house.
Yeah, they're in the same hood. All right. She froze.
But yeah, man, I think, and I love that Dave Chappelle said it because y'all said that nigga was crazy too.
I didn't
think he was crazy.
No, a lot of people said he was crazy when he turned down that $50 million. And when he came out in the Writers Guild interview, he said, calling people crazy is dismissive. Maybe there's something crazy going on in the industry that's driving strong individuals to act a certain way. And not everybody has the sheer willpower that we have. You know what I mean? Just speaking for myself, hard to turn down 50 mil. but it's even harder to give up my dignity. So, not everybody lives by those principles, and some people sacrifice long-term pain to get a quick come up, not knowing that 20 years down the line that's still gonna bother you when the money run out.
Right.
Now you want to turn around and double back for another check, and that's where we get all these little op-eds and documentaries now. Surviving Diddy coming soon, and third, if you need us, we'll be there for more support.
Yeah.
When you want to tell your side,
No,
we could do it. We could do it right here live on the broadcast. So you don't feel alone. Because I know you was about to sign the bad boy, and I don't want you to tackle this giant by yourself. We got your back, brother.
Definitely.
I mean, same way you can go pick up your boy Orlando Brown. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all probably was back there getting some hum dilly, pop, whatever he said.
And he never said that was his boy. He was just saying people.
That's his boy right there. You know what I'm saying? Allegedly.
Yeah, you alleged.
Hey, no, but look, there's some important factors, man. We talk about Homeland Security. Homeland Security don't raid your house for sex trafficking a majority of the time, whether it's U.S. Because who raided Jeffrey Epstein? Wasn't it the FBI?
Yeah, something like that.
Right. And he was flying little kids to private islands and shit, and all kind of important people was there. I believe, now this is just me, Diddy's lawsuit against the company that owns Ciroc, which happens to be, some billionaires for racism, and won and settled out of court, may have had something to play in the issue of all of a sudden Diddy's the bad guy. Like
that's not
I will agree. A lot of time, look, a lot of us know Diddy been on bullshit for years. We all know that, right? Diddy probably got some bodies on him. You know what I'm saying? Diddy, it was all cool just a week ago, but just late last year, you sue these billionaires for a couple, undisclosed amount for Ciroc, and then turn around. Now
and I think they settled too.
Huh?
Yeah, they settled.
And I think they settled too. So he got some.
They
bread.
settled for an undisclosed amount. And if we know Diddy like we think we know Diddy, he ain't walked away with 100,000. You know what I'm saying? Probably more like 100 million. You know what I mean?
I mean, because you got to think, man, he popularized Ciroc. You know what I'm saying? Which is one of the brands that they own, and then the Deli owned the tequila. So I mean, he made it hot, especially like product placement in like Drink Champs and. Any type of these shows, whatever that you see, you always see or heard about Ciroc, you completely just identified it with Diddy as far as even just brand identity. You know what I'm saying? So it was synonymous.
Nobody know who made that shit.
Right.
Yeah, he made it hot. All right. That was the drink he was drugging. He made it hot.
Oh, shit.
It wasn't good vodka, though. It wasn't my favorite vodka.
No, but I kind of agree with Melvin's comment, though. I think when it came out that there was cameras in every single room, that somebody because I'm sure if you're doing all this big trafficking or whatever else that you're doing, allegedly doing, you got cops and everybody else on payroll too to help cover your stuff up. So I think that
especially if you say that there's politicians involved, if allegedly there's politicians involved and they're in compromising positions, and
So I think when it got out that there was cameras in every room, so he can catch people on camera, so he can use it for blackmail purposes. Yeah, I think they was trying to go get them cameras and try to find tapes and everything else. Maybe it could have been that too. It can be all kinds of reasons. But I'm also, at the end of the day, whatever the reasons are, you still been doing some shady stuff for all this time. You only gonna run so long.
Hey, man.
Hold on. Let me read this real quick. Shannon says that's the problem with black people. Why stand behind somebody else ish for it to bite you in the tail end?
I've been said that.
Right.
I've been said that. Y'all, how many times I just said on this show, if you go over there to the other side and you become wealthy on the other side, they always take it at the end. You don't never get to leave with it. It's fun. And as soon as your usefulness and your purpose is up, your ass out of here.
Right.
Bill Cosby. You know what I'm saying?
Michael Jackson.
Prince. You know what I'm saying? Marcus Garvey, Martin Luther King. Soon as your purpose is up, as soon as you go against the grain, they take everything. And they smear your name in the mud on the way out.
Yeah, now take that.
Yeah, take that. They are the original take that. You know what I'm saying? They're the original take that. Yeah.
Well, let me ask the panel. Why do you think, because again, Quez, you brought up a valid point earlier. Why is it that Black people are more so celebrating, you know, the fact of the takedown of Diddy? You know what I'm saying? Like, if we're talking about solidarity and we equate them as one of us, why are some people rejoicing and celebrating or making a mockery of this whole thing? Panel?
I'm not celebrating, but if he's been doing this for, if this has actually been going on for years and you have been taking the innocence or whatever of people who are not willingly doing this, I think just like anybody else, he should pay the price for it. That's my whole part about it. Now, if it comes out that later he's been set up, which I'm not going to believe is going to come out, but then that's something different. But just from there's no coincidence why there's so many stories that all have pretty much almost the same details. It's weird to me that it's the same details and it's like 10,000. It could be 10,000 people and everybody got the same details. You try and tell me everybody made this up? There's some truth somewhere in there, even if it's this much. So I just want the justice for it to happen. Other than that, I don't want to see, me being a Black person, of course, I don't want to see the downfall of another Black person if it's not for him to go down. If it's not him, then yeah. But I also want to see everybody treated the same way. So go get Dan from Nickelodeon. Go get everybody else that's been doing this stuff too. Like, it should not just be a Black person thing. Go get everybody who's been doing this stuff and handle everybody justly like they're supposed to. Why are we always the ones that got to be made the example out of?
Right, but I mean, so my thing is like, so how many times, and I'm pretty sure everybody then danced to a Puff Daddy song and did the Harlem Shake, you know what I'm saying? More Money, More Problems, you know, wore the Sean John, you know, Sip the Ciroc. You know, you celebrated this man as he's going up. You even celebrated the fact, I'm not saying y'all on here per se, but you celebrate the fact that he's a billionaire, you know what I'm saying? Then the minute that something comes out on him, then all of a sudden it's, ooh, and then all of a sudden, like, he's the most hated dude in the world. You know what I'm saying? Like, again, it's I hate to, because this is a trigger word for some folks. It's the same thing that they did with R. Kelly. Now, again, I have to say, allegedly, but you know, whatever R. Kelly did, whatever he didn't do, whatever. But again, even after the whole rumor of him being with Aaliyah, you know, folks are still stepping in the name of love. You know what I'm saying? There was still, you know, Keys to Ignition. You're still making babies off of his music. And the minute that, you know, they have a Surviving R. Kelly docuseries, and all of a sudden then he becomes public enemy number one. You know what I'm saying? And we're talking about Aaliyah was what, since 1994. So people like Diddy, Diddy has this own.
You kind of conflating the issue, sir.
Yeah.
Well, you can't say because you stepped in the name of love that you're okay with.
Not the same name.
Yeah, you can't say because I stepped in the name of love that I approve of R. Kelly fucking little girls. Those don't go.
No.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that's completely.
Don't throw words in my mouth. That's not what I'm saying at all. What I'm saying is that R. Kelly was still.
I'm not saying that you said that, but I'm saying that the way you framing up the question is like, how do we do this?
Well, no, because I mean, he's still in popular culture, though. I mean, how many concerts do you go to? I mean, I was just at a New Edition concert a few years ago, and the DJ put on "Step in the Name of Love," and some people sat down, some people got up and was still dancing. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, R. Kelly has been part of pop culture, and when we talk about him working with everybody from Celine Dion to B2K to all these people, even Diddy. You know what I'm saying? Diddy's worked with tons of people. He's done movies, all this other stuff. Now, all of a sudden, he's public enemy number one. That's all I'm saying is that now you got people, even celebrities, turning against him. You know what I'm saying? Talking all this ish. When you already had your hand out, it was eating out of his hand too. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying.
Okay, so because of us liking him before all the allegations came out, people are supposed to still support him even after all the allegations are
not what
out?
I'm saying.
Okay.
I'm saying they're celebrating the teardown or the takedown of a black man. So this is a person who looks like
I don't necessarily see it as celebrating the takedown of a black man. I see it as a taking down of a predator, of a pedophile, of a sex trafficker, of a sex offender, and all of that. That's how I register it in my brain, not the fact that it's the demise of another black man.
Allegedly.
Yeah, I don't. Look, we done already said allegedly a million times. I ain't gonna keep saying it this whole entire show. So I'm gonna say it one more, and it's gonna count for everything I say tonight. Allegedly, okay, throughout the rest of the show, because I ain't gonna remember to keep.
You don't got a universal allegedly card, man.
Yes, I do. I just pulled it because I could do that.
Listen,
I'm not gonna remember to keep saying it. So,
like I said at the top, you know what I mean? The court of public opinion.
But wrong is wrong. So it doesn't matter.
Connie,
no, let her go. Let her go, because she's been waiting. Go ahead. I'm gonna wrap that up smooth. Go ahead, Con.
And me too.
But wrong is wrong. At the end of the day, it's not a matter. Well, biblically, I'm not even a churchy person, but idolatry is a sin. So putting anyone that is an entertainer or someone on a pedestal is wrong in the first place. I mean, the person that might create the art or do something great can also be the foulest person that ever walked the face of the earth.
Agreed.
You know, we have historical figures that did atrocious things through the Bible all the way up. But we have to, I mean, it's not going to change the narrative for us as Black people in America because Diddy's foul. I mean, we're capital N's with the hard R for the next couple hundred years. We still struggling. So it just, him being trifling isn't going to change the state of affairs in Black folks. But we can't keep supporting people that are clearly wrong. And he cheated his all those guys that came up under. He didn't bring up people the way he should have. And that's half the problem. They would have kept his secret if he had paid him the money. You know, you can do slick. I bet you Barry Gordy and them did some nasty stuff, but I bet you they paid folks off and they didn't also have the internet. But in 2024, I mean, it's enough of Black women being treated the way they've been treated. Even if they feel the need to sex traffic themselves, that's a damn crime because that's someone's daughter. So that's a shame that's where we're at. That Black women with already big butts have to get bigger butts to sex traffic themselves for the ugliest Negro in the world because of that. And that's what it is. Shame on us for putting money above family.
Word.
That was
D.
Okay, so we talk about the R. Kelly or the P. Diddy.
We talking all about Diddy.
Diddy.
They just threw R. Kelly out there.
I was using an example.
Okay, yeah, Lee Kell over there, he cool. So as far as with Diddy, you know, my thing is all the stuff that he's doing, I do feel the same way a little bit, like Edward says, like, you know, when a Black man starts getting there, we come out the woodwork. Not saying we got to support him, but sometimes you have to get mad at your people behind closed doors. Because when white people get in trouble, I don't see their people up there coming after them like we do. We come straight for it. You know what I mean? And beat them down even more. We don't even have proof this man did nothing. There ain't no evidence. They done tore up 2 or 3 houses and ain't found nothing. They ain't came out with no bags or nothing.
No,
they just tore the house up.
They came out with stuff. We just don't know what they found.
Yeah, but it ain't. Don't you think he be in jail?
No, again, if they're building an indictment, it's going to take some time. It could be like
right.
No, they don't just put you in jail like that. They have
he was still arrested, and then he'd have to bail out just like your president. They had to still arrest him, and he had to bail out. We got to know the law. There is no way that if they had something on him at all, they can come out with anything in plastic bags. That don't mean nothing. Hell, they came out of OJ's house with stuff. That don't mean that he did anything. He ain't walking them streets just because he feel like it. You know what I'm saying? So he do got a lot of money. He do talk a lot of mess. He do this stuff. But that don't mean that he guilty. He might have had a lot of people over there. He might have had cocaine. He might have whatever. But at the end of the day, you know, he doing him. He ain't messing in my household up. I'm not gonna sit and badger him as a black man in front of where white people can see it. I ain't gonna do it.
That part.
All right. Shannon?
You ain't got nothing, Shannon? Okay.
I do, but I was about to say, ain't none of my shit gonna be alleged. So
Girl, my alleged covers you. Go ahead.
I'm not even tossing out that word no more, because baby,
I mean, we already did it at the top of the show anyway with Stir's word allegedly.
Yeah,
go ahead. You left
it.
Go ahead, girl.
This is an open platform. You can
do
say,
it.
Whoa.
Do it, girl.
You know
Do
what I'm
it.
saying?
I was about to say, as many as the LGP through XYZ people is out there, ain't nothing wrong with being swallowed. Leave that man alone and let him
Right.
do what he doing, okay?
Girl.
Listen, I don't care. Like, if you was over there fondling little girls, or if all the little girls that you was messing with was of age and they starting to tell on you, that's your karma.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have nothing to do with that man. He ain't. Look,
Right.
I don't even drink Ciroc, so I'm not a vodka type bitch. But that's neither here nor there. Like, if he going to jail, put him in jail. Don't be over here putting all his business out, arresting his kids and all this stuff. That's crazy. But where is all the little white people and the white men that be doing the same thing? Where he learned it from? This is not just some up in the open behavior. He learned that from somebody doing it and thinking that it was okay. So where the other folks at?
His white drug mule got arrested. They found cocaine.
That was Roach from Friday. Get the hell up out of here. No.
I'm just saying. I mean, he got arrested. Out of all the people that got arrested, he got arrested. They found cocaine and guns on him, which is like it kind of.
Why you going after Diddy and Trump still running the streets?
Oh, girl, say it again.
That part.
But how long did you have to get to stay loose? Never got arrested.
Money talks. Money talks.
No, I think
no. White money talks. Black,
exactly.
Complexion for the protection.
Right.
Hey, look, I want to give Nicole Smith a shout out because she's going strong in the comments. Even though I don't agree with you, but I appreciate your enthusiasm.
What you don't agree with? Let me see. Let me go.
She said, "Here's a child molester taking advantage of those young men trying to get their careers going." I think she's talking about Diddy. You know what I mean?
She got to be talking about Diddy.
Yeah, taking publishing and all that other stuff.
I was talking about the comment before that.
Which one?
This one. I'll put it.
Law enforcement?
Yeah, that one.
Hold on, sir. I'm getting it.
Okay.
All right. Law enforcement wasn't thinking about the airplane. That's how the evidence got away on the plane.
Who knows?
I don't think law enforcement's that stupid, especially Homeland Security.
Who knows?
Yeah,
you're a flight risk. You are a flight risk.
Pulled the white boy off the plane that had the cocaine on him.
Yeah, right. They pulled him off the plane with it on him. Yeah, and his kids weren't arrested; they were detained.
Detained.
Right.
The white boy got arrested.
Yeah, the white boy got arrested. Yeah.
Who else is supposed to hold the drugs and the guns?
Well, the B-list white boy actor holds the drugs. Yeah, the white boy holds the drugs.
If I'm a multi-millionaire, I'm not gonna hold my own drugs.
Yeah.
What are y'all going to jail?
If you want to be smart, they ain't even on the airplane with me.
Hey,
but that's some hustling 101. But I met you know.
But he had a private jet. So whatever he's doing on his private jet.
You know what I'm saying? If you get caught, don't
Diddy should have, Diddy should have put it where he likes to put things. He should have put it in the white boy's butt.
He like putting it. Stop, Tish. Stop.
Man, so the third word for the day was allegedly.
That little boy lying and gone. He don't got no butt.
Hey, flag on the play. All right, let me drop my 3 cents real quick, man. Because this is my issue with it. You asked why it looks like we are siding with the police, and I agree with you wholeheartedly, because we can say what we want. We can hear all the stories. We can, this, that, and the third. But at the end of the day, if there is no conviction, you can't really say much. That's how I feel about it. And I'm like that with everybody. You know what I'm saying? Like it's not just a black thing. It's a this what they wrote down thing. Because if we negate the fact that, oh yeah, you can be guilty even before you get found guilty in our community, then that gives probable cause for them to make you guilty before you guilty. And that's my problem with it. If we all co-sign, yeah, hang that nigga, string him up by the rafters, and you know what I mean? If we yelling that out in the, just shut up. No matter how you feel, shut up. And let them do what they do. Now, if he get found guilty, all right, hey, bro, you're on your own. You did what you did. But if he found not guilty, what y'all gonna say then? Because don't none of y'all come out on social media and say, I want to make a post to apologize to Diddy for talking all that shit for the past 6 months. And no, he still did something. He just got away with it because he got money. A lot of you niggas is haters. That's the problem. A lot of y'all is underground haters. You know what I'm saying? A lot of y'all are mad that little fruit booty Diddy been out here popping bussy and
love
and getting all the money he can. You know what I'm saying? While being gay, while you've been being a real nigga at your grandma's house and sitting on the porch with nothing to do, and now you mad because he didn't soften you because you 40, 50 years old, still sending out mixtapes, and don't nobody want to listen to that shit.
Right.
That's the problem. Let's call it. And if you did get signed, you put out one good album, and 3 of the songs that hit the billboards all had Diddy on them. You know what I'm saying? The rest of your shit was trash. If it wasn't for a feature, you didn't have no motherfucking career, and you can't duplicate that 10 times over. So it's okay. I don't feel bad for people who sign janky ass deals because you didn't have, you know, the proper education to read a contract and not sign your life away. And then when you realize 10 years later, oh, that's how that was supposed to go. I was supposed to get royalties. I wasn't supposed to sign away my masters. I was supposed to get writing credits and this, that. Hey, that's your fault. You should have did some, you know what I'm saying, some research before you signed on the dotted line instead of being desperate and thirsty and you know, signing your life away. I have no sympathy for you because I made a lot of stupid ass mistakes in my time, but I can't call Homeland Security and tell them to go arrest a nigga who sold me a quarter and told me it was an ounce. You know what I'm saying? I can't send nobody to get him because I didn't know the game. You know what I'm saying? I thought I bought a whole half a brick and he didn't sold me a QP, but because I didn't know how to weigh it up right, I didn't got robbed. So I can't call the police and tell them to go get him. These are lessons you got to learn in the game. And if you don't know the rules, don't play the game.
Maybe part of the Black folks' problem is running over each other to come up. Running over, if we're supposed
but
to
you know this.
We're supposed to support my brother and be behind my brother, but you're gonna do me dirty. No, how would some kid that barely, you know, that's coming up not know that? How would they know that?
Because you're supposed to have you're supposed to have people around you
as a Black man in those spaces, then you should educate them and bring them up with you. But he's a malignant narcissist. He's a malignant narcissist. Like he doesn't give a fuck about nobody but himself. And that's why he's passed out now.
But that Consuelo, that's not his job.
That's his whole attitude, though.
See, here we go again. We put it on the animus on somebody who is an entertainer, who is in a goddamn position of manipulation, and say, well, why didn't you help the community? As an AR, that's
the artist, not the community.
That's not their job. His job is
you know what it is?
It's not.
That's why it's not their job.
Hold on. His job is to make money. But listen, his job is to make money for the corporation.
Well, that's why you reap what you sow.
I agree with you.
But you reap what you sow.
You can't.
That's
But
also
listen,
nasty.
you can't look at it and say, why didn't he go against the corporation that's allowing him to feed his family, right? Once again, disclaimer, everybody don't have our morals, right? Everybody doesn't have our upbringing, and everybody doesn't have our alignment to the community. So you can't expect somebody that at 17 and 18 joined the corporation, got manipulated himself, and now his job is to make the corporation as much money so that he can feed his family and get everything that he can possibly get. And it requires him to take advantage of young talent, bring them in, make the corporation as much money as possible, and pay them as little as possible. That's what these corporations do. Now, you're looking at the man that's part of this system and saying, well, why didn't you go inside and change the system? He's not the spook who
Hold
sat
on
by
one
the
sec. I'm putting two pick real quick. I want to go back to something that Nicole said. Diddy is a serial killer, rapist, and a theft. Who did he kill?
Damn. They try to say Kim. That's what they've been trying to say.
And there's other things that I've heard, and I've heard not by watching Instagram, but actual people that I'm not going to speak.
Because she was coming out with a book.
Come out that we don't know about, and that social media doesn't know about yet. So
I'll be sure. That's why I'll be sure got sick all of a sudden. They was trying to get him because he knows that
Jamie Foxx.
Jamie Foxx,
damn near death.
Yeah, Kim was coming out with a book, but you know, he I guess he didn't know if she was putting it in. I thought they'd still be kind of cool, but you never know. So that's what they're saying. But at the end of the day, hey, we don't know.
it's a lot of stuff that we don't know the truth about. It's all alleged news, alleged facts. But Quez beat me to what I was gonna say. Like, it's fine and good that we would love to expect other people to do what we do. But when we have that expectation of other people and they don't meet that, that's where we become like there's a problem, because we expect them to operate on high standards, but they don't. That's where the problem is. Like, we would do something different, but we don't know the minds of the other people who are in higher positions and what their motives are, and we can't control that. So that's where I completely agree with Quez. At the end of the day, whoever's in charge creating these documents, creating these contracts, and having people sign them, you best believe there is some fine line in there that they get something out of it before they sign the other person. And also, too, it's up to the person. Like Quez said, they should have somebody in there that be able to read these. And I'm gonna go back as far as Justin Bieber. Okay, this is where I have issues with P. Diddy. It's the little kids that might have been affected by this and how they changed. What you do as a grown-ass adult is what you do as an adult. And quit filming it so you get caught doing it. That's dumb to me too. But Justin Bieber, if you looked at any of the videos with him and Diddy in it, homeboy was screaming help without screaming help. I mean, and he changed, and it's always a pattern with kids who have been molested in this industry. And if you haven't watched Quiet on the Set, watch that too. When kids are molested by a trusted adult or whatever, and then they turn crazy or drug addicted or alcohol, it's because they don't have anyone in their corner to help them deal with this and fight for them with this. And that's my problem with Diddy and Justin Bieber. And Usher might not have gone through the extreme of Justin Bieber, but Usher was placed under Diddy's control. His parents gave up control. Who does that? I would not let my child. And even Usher was like, when he was asked, would you send your child over to Flavor Camp? And he said, hell no. Why? This is where my issue lies. There's too many coincidences. If Usher gained so much from there and it built his career and he got a positive experience, he would have said, hell yeah, I would send my kids over there to work with Diddy because he was such a positive influence. But he didn't say that. So that's where my problem lies. Him doing what he does as an adult, I don't care.
All right, hold on. So I hear you, Tish. I'm going to dispel some shit real quick. Heavy D died from a blood clot. He was on a plane, going from, I forget where he was going, but he died from a blood clot. So that ain't it. Nicole says,
nothing to do with him.
He says he got at least 4 bodies on him watching see. Nigga, we waiting, so the only one that they're supposedly saying that there might be some truth to might be Tupac, but there's still no way of proving it, again, because there's still no proof. You only got he say, she say. But the only thing that has been kind of confirmed was that supposedly that backs up Keefe D's claim was that he was given a check, for $1 million. But the go-between actually took that check and turned around and opened up a club with it. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, there might be some credence to that, but we don't know anything else about nobody else, whether it be Kim, whether it be Andre Harrell, whether it be whoever else. We still just don't know. So I guess we'll have to wait and see.
Well, Diddy has a video out floating talking about he can teach you how to do things and get away from the cops. So,
here's another thing. Here's another thing, though. So, again, with kids being taken advantage of, I totally agree, and I hear where you're coming from. Saying those kids, but let's just keep it a buck. And we've talked about this before, and it goes back to what Quez is saying. Like Quez said that, yeah, you should have somebody in your corner. Most of the time, a lot of times, some people don't. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna keep it a buck because they take the time to want to learn the entertainment aspect of music. They want to be the hot rapper, the hot singer, the hot dancer, whatever, but they never take the time to actually learn the fine print or actually how to do the business part. So they go in really naive thinking that, hey, this person who's offering me a lot of money really has my best interests at heart, so I'm going to sign with them. And they don't necessarily read. So like you said, till years later, they go back and realize, oh, this is what I should have been getting. But, so you got to charge that to the game. It's a hard lesson learned, and it might take you millions to get your publishing back or whatever royalties or mechanical stuff that you're giving up. Now, with that being said, again, the kids is completely something different. They're ignorant to a lot of stuff. And if you're taking advantage of kids, and you're just the devil to me. But we got adults. And again, I've been around in Hollywood. Tish, your brother's been around in Hollywood. Dee's been around in Hollywood. Jess has been, she knows some folks up in Hollywood. And I can say it like this. These are grown-ass adults. Some of these adults who are making these decisions are doing it because they want to get paid. So you got the little ride dude. Oh, I'm going to put out this album first. Then I'm going to go forward with my allegations of Diddy doing X, Y, and Z. But let me get this album out first. Let me get it out. Let me get this Love album out. Or you got this singer over here. Let me try to get this album out. Once the album don't come out, or you don't get the money that you're supposed to be getting, all of a sudden here come these allegations. I'm only playing advocate to a certain extent because I know that how some of these things go. You get people when you're not getting the type of money that you think you should be getting, or when you get cut off financially, then all of a sudden here comes the stories. You get what I'm saying? So, which it's sad because there's actual victims and people who are getting taken advantage of. But because these people over here, again, tears are undefeated. White women tears are undefeated. You know what I'm saying? But if they come out with a story and they make it juicy enough to sell it, to get people to believe it in the court of public opinion, then therefore there goes that person's career. So I'm not saying that he's guiltless. I'm just saying that, hey, there's a different aspect to it behind it as well.
Right. And we acting
right.
Hold on. We acting like they won't create an atmosphere for 40 people to come out and say the same story.
Mm-hmm.
Like, let's not pretend that don't happen. Let's not pretend like, Michael Jackson had 40 allegations and was never found guilty, but we all still think he was raping little boys. Let's not pretend like Bill Cosby had 50 goddamn women come out against him since 1942 and all the way till now, and only 2 stories were corroborated. Like when the bat signal of a bag outside come up in the air, everybody come. That ain't got shit going on, right? Like let's if you ever been in a goddamn Waffle House and Diddy came in there and ordered a scattered, cut and smothered, he touched my ass on the way to the bathroom, and he was at Waffle House on such and such day, and I seen his security guard, and I just never wanted to say nothing because I liked his music. Like, let's not pretend that don't happen. You know what I mean? There's a lot of people out there looking for a come up, and if you can corroborate a story even minutely that you can get a bag out of, and you come on just like when they raided his house, bro pulled up. That wasn't his goddamn neighbor. That
right.
Dude didn't live over there, but y'all let him get all on the news. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I've been seeing all kind of freaky shit going on. Interview me. People are clout chasers too. I'm not saying that there aren't real stories. I'm just saying when you throw out stuff like It's 50 people. They can't all be lying. I agree with you. All of them can't be lying, but all of them can't be telling the truth either.
100% agree with you. Yeah.
Yeah.
Same thing with, like you said with Bill Cosby. It came out, and the news story was so small that no one really heard it. But I think her name was Janice Dickerson or something like that. She came out and was proven to be a liar. You know, what I'm saying, with her application. You know what I'm saying? Same thing with again. I know it's the trigger with R. Kelly. Same thing. Now, I'm not saying that he's guiltless, but there was a story that came out that one of the mothers was coaching the daughter what to say in court, or what to actually not say in court, but what to do when you go up to him, rub his head, do all this other stuff, how to flirt. You know what I'm saying? So there again, when you sell a story, and the late Jerry Heller told me this. The reason why some of these rappers or certain people or things are popping is because they have a backstory behind them. So the bigger the story, the bigger the press is going to get. And I guess when the lie is more entertaining than the truth, people sit up there and they dance and gravitate towards the lie, and they don't give a damn about the truth. Well, go ahead, D. What did you ready to say?
Lifetime's getting sued anyway for putting that story out, and they did not have facts. So Lifetime is getting sued by Kelly. The only thing is that they have to wait until he's completely, out or what have you, but they are getting lawsuit against him now. They're trying to settle out. Now, while you put the story out, you had 3 or 4 parts of it, and then you told lies. You tried to say all this. No one never had a disease. No one never got pregnant. No one never went to the hospital for beat up. And then you see in the movie, if you watch the documentary, they was free to go and come as they wanted to. They were at Beverly Hills Hotel, and they didn't have no security. They didn't have R. Kelly over there in the studio in Atlanta.
That's a whole nother story, but it's a whole nother story. But no, someone did come out, then they tested positive for herpes, and yeah, he had herpes too.
Well, but nobody was ever underage. That right there, and you can look at the records, the court records.
I'm sorry, D, but
what's the name?
The marriage record was real.
Yeah,
We're not gonna do that today.
But also you gotta include Timberland and Jay-Z too, because they was messing with her. But at the
one they're talking about too.
Yeah, and for that, I'm gonna leave that this because we're not talking about. But lawsuits weren't made for. They only come after them too. They only came after R. Kelly. So that's
exactly. But stay tuned. There's not one that's under 18 that's on the records. And if it's so, please show me, because I looked at the court records. They're all public record. Not one.
Now. Yeah.
Not one. Not one even under 20.
They're grown now. But
even then.
R. Kelly's problem is that he recorded himself pissing on an underage girl, so it's kind of hard to
Sparkle knew about that. But did you watch the whole video? Did you see the whole video, the clear tape, when he told her to get up before he pissed on her?
I try not to watch stuff like that.
Yeah, Sparkle is the one that knew. Sparkle was responsible for her. Sparkle knew what's going on. She should have went to jail then too. But if you watch the whole tape, the clear tape, he said, "Get up, because before I piss on you." And you got to watch everything.
That's why we pissing everywhere, but on the toilet.
Man,
okay, but if you laying there with a dude or whatever, and the girl trying to fit in, she doing because her mindset ain't right. She think it's sexy or cool or freaky, and he's telling you get up before I piss on you. Get up. She don't want to get up, and when niggas done drink and they gotta pee.
Is pissing on people though, D.
All right, y'all didn't see the video.
I ain't never been in the scenario.
No, I'm not working on no video, but
I'm not saying it's normal. I'm not saying that, but I'm saying look at the whole
situation, D.
Look at the whole thing before you judge.
I need to move before I pee on you. I've never.
It's just like when you've been drinking beer and you holding it for hours, and then you know how
I'm
it
not
goes.
standing in front of people.
Right. It wasn't in front of people. They was in the room by themselves.
There's a bathroom in that room.
No, it was not a bathroom in that room.
Not gonna do that.
You know the layout of his house, D.
I gotta pee, D.
If he in the master bedroom, there's a
master bedroom. They was down in the basement. The basement's built like a club. They was down in the basement. The bathroom is not there in that room.
She riding hard for R. Kelly.
Huh?
I say you riding hard for R. Kelly.
I mean, if he was hanging out at schools, I'd say yeah. But I mean, for this
He
situation,
was.
I know him.
I got homegirls from Chicago that say him and his boys used to kick it outside the high school.
No, they ain't kicking no damn
All
high
right.
school.
It's gonna be a whole nother topic.
Yeah, it's a whole nother discussion.
Because I got input on that one too. So I got
back to
this whole
Diddy.
other topic.
Yeah, back to Diddy. No Diddy. Pause. You know, like back to Diddy, but no Diddy. Pause. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I don't know that's the thing, man. Again, people get caught up with these. There's conspiracy theories. It's hard to kind of decipher the truth, what's real, what's fake, and what's just complete bullshit.
Right.
You also need to know again what age we are in. All these topics and all these extraness, guess what? They create views. They create likes. They create social media content for other people to get their stuff up so they can earn that money. So we have to remember why it's being posted so many times on Instagram.
Speaking of which, hold on a sec, Tish. You brought a valid point. Make sure you guys hit the like, share, subscribe button. If you're on Facebook, share.
Yeah, so you can boost up our views and our likes.
You're on YouTube, make sure you hit the like, share, and subscribe button and the notification button. Thank you very much.
You're very welcome. You know I got you. Yeah, so that's why everything is posted, because this is the age of that. Whether it's good or bad, for good reason or bad reason.
You can always sway the view with court public opinion. Propaganda is real, my people.
Yes, it is.
And I have to constantly, whenever I see stories being thrown at me, I always look the other way. You have to. I'm not saying that just for Diddy's case. I'm saying in general. Whenever they start to magnify, look right, just like the Boondocks, Melvin.
Yep, she said,
I just got up and went to the bathroom right now. I didn't tell nobody to move. You see how I took myself off the screen and walked my grown ass to the bathroom?
Ain't nobody sitting on top of you.
I didn't say Shannon, duck. You know what I'm saying? I didn't say nothing.
I gotta be the one.
Hey, and if you doing that, you gonna catch it. You really gonna catch it. I'm not about to let that happen.
I was about to say, and men don't squirt, so I don't know what was the reason.
Right.
No, but seriously, like at the end of all this shit, because we got another topic.
We can stay on Diddy if you want.
No, we can't, because everything is alleged. Don't nobody know the real.
Diddy. I didn't mean to stay on. No, we're not staying on Diddy.
You interested in being swallowed up?
If you want to be,
I ain't taking shit. I ain't taking the motherfucking thing. I'm a grown ass man,
sir. You do what you do. You know what I'm saying? My final thought. You don't gotta stop.
I guess you could say devil's advocate. If everything is alleged, why is Meek Mill apologizing on his song?
What song?
Oh, hold on. Let me see if I can.
No, well, I'll listen to it later, but just give me the name of it. Yeah, see what what is he apologizing for? He
said I apologize for what I did to Diddy on some real.
The phone? Yeah, I'm gonna have to just research it.
I'll put it in the comments.
At the end of the day, this is my whole concept. Diddy may be completely guilty. They may find out all kind of shit, but it don't make it no better for us. See, I'm looking at us because what we fail to realize is at the end of the day, if 100 millionaire, damn near billionaire Diddy can get taken down in the court of public opinion and justified for the way he's treated throughout that process, right? And we go along with it like, yeah, that's right. Hang that nigga. You know what I'm saying? What happens to little old Jamal who worked at Burger King or worked at McDonald's and finally got that $20 an hour and now your Big Mac costs $10, but they bring him up on conspiracy charges because he done bought him a new Rolex chain, and now they think he's selling drugs, and it ain't got nothing to do with that. And then he get drugged in the public because he got in a fight back in middle school, and he got suspended 3 times in high school for arguing with the teacher. That's what I'm saying. In the court of public opinion, when you spin the story this way, I'm not finna argue with y'all in public. We can't do that. If our brother is guilty, yeah, brother, you guilty, and I'm gonna shut up. Y'all shut up about Jesse Smollett. Y'all didn't say shit. We ain't out there.
They all had his back and looked stupid later.
Yeah, y'all wasn't
the gay Tupac. He was the gay Tupac.
But he wasn't. It wasn't no public outcry when he was walking the subway at 2:00 in the morning in Chicago.
Right, in Chicago.
Weather. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, y'all didn't jump out there and say, "Hey, this look like some bullshit." No, y'all just shut the fuck up because we know when niggas is lying.
Black people.
We know when people are lying, so we be quiet. So
right.
If the truth is
our
out
culture
there,
be the one. Our culture be the one.
I'm just
sorry. Our culture be the main one hating.
We gonna agree to disagree. We're gonna argue about whether women are the victims, children are the victims, grown men are the victims. We're gonna be separated on the issue instead of coming up with a code of conduct that says we don't speak out loud and go with the popular narrative when white people tell us who our villains and our victors are. That's all I'm saying.
Melvin.
All right, Connie, what were you saying?
Well, I mean, at this point, if that's your thought process that we don't want to do things in front of white people, that's kind of hard to do, especially when you're talking about an entertainer. And these have all been predominantly entertainers that have been doing foul stuff to their own people. And you can't say allegedly at this point with like R. Kelly or even Juicy Smollett, because he was just flat out lying because they were about to put him off the show because he just wasn't performing as well.
But we didn't say nothing until he was guilty.
He tried to create some scenario, which messes us up even more to lie about being a victim of racist crime.
So let me ask you a question. So if your son did something that was foul and wrong, okay, would you still be in the comments or saying, yeah, I know my son was this and that, he was, and they ain't really, found nothing on him yet? You would say it's not fair to judge him until we know all the facts, because even as a parent or as a friend or a relative, they still want to know the facts first. They're not going to you're not going to just start talking. That's what we're saying. Like, why beat him down right now in front of where white folks see that we don't even try to protect our own. We're not trying to protect them really. I'm just saying, like, why we got to jump on the bandwagon with the white people and we don't even know yet. It looks like we don't never support our own. It's always we down our own. The white people ain't even got to say nothing. We're the ones saying it.
Hold on a second, Connie. Hold on. All right, now go ahead. Connie, go ahead.
Well, okay, so following that train of thought, if I am. If I had a kid and my kid committed a crime, he shot someone in the neck. Okay. And we know he did it. I might even been out in the front yard and I saw that altercation go down. I mean, what are you gonna do? Yeah, no, you don't want to see your kid go to jail, but wrong is wrong. And he just killed someone else in our community.
But allegedly.
Time after time. So our problem is we don't want to call each other out loud or snitch on each other, but we're still not handling the problem. So not telling doesn't seem to be working either. Because I know this much: if someone raped, sexually assaulted my daughter, or my son, it would be all bets are off. All bets are off.
I'm finna get on my Malcolm X shit. You know what I'm saying? Because we not finna play this game. No disrespect. But at the end of the day, when we do shit, we're acting like we don't get punished when we do shit. Like we're pretending like black people aren't overly punished in minor crimes, right? We're acting like the community doesn't turn our people in that are doing this malicious shit, right? Like there's a handful of renegade bullshit type Negroes out there doing dumb shit, right? And their mamas usually ain't doing shit, and we don't like them neither. So we're not gonna pretend like the entire black community is participating in malicious intent in communities, because we can't do that, right? When it comes down to it being the truth or the truth, we always participate, right? And if anybody stands for justice, it's Black people, period, point blank. So I'm not gonna let people sit up here and pretend like we just protect people from going to justice, because we've been getting all the mistreatment since we've been on this side of the planet in America, right? Taking all the injustice and still treating everybody else with all the justice that we can give. So I'm not gonna play the game like, because Lil Ray Ray shot Lil Pookie, that we try to protect him and we don't believe in justice. No, because Lil Ray Ray still taking his black ass to jail, right? What we're talking about here is a double standard in the Justice Department, that where we just have people that are coming out specifically naming the predators, and then we act like we don't see the shit. That's what I'm talking about. We hear specifically naming predators, right? And then, they got a little money, we're gonna leave it alone. And we got known cooperation. That's different than allegedly. That's all I'm saying. We seen Kyle Rittenhouse shoot 2 people at a goddamn rally that he wasn't supposed to be at with an illegal gun in a whole different county, and then we pretend like, he was protecting himself in some shit he wasn't supposed to be in, and then he goes free. And I'm just giving you an example. But if my black ass was to show up to a KKK rally and say I feel threatened with my gun that I'm not supposed to have, and I shoot 2 Klans members, I'm going to jail. So I have full faith that if a nigga is guilty, he's going to jail. If no black men that walk into scenarios that actually did the shit, unless y'all did some extra, you got too greedy and start trying to plant evidence and trying to do some extra to make sure this nigga got 100 years instead of the 25 to life. Black men and black women go to jail. Period. If you guilty,
those 6
we don't have to talk about it.
You're going to jail for sexual assault and abuse those guys that they arrested for the reason. So I think George Floyd is flipped it up a little bit to where we're seeing where at least the cops are catching it now. Cops can shoot you, but those cameras, they're not getting away with it the way they used to. Those 6 cops in Mississippi are going to jail one by one.
Because it's hard to refute video.
They were saying some of them were slipping because they were saying it's what is that thing, whatever it is, I forget what they get off on. That
see, this is the thing about white supremacy. White supremacy will sacrifice some people. We ain't talked about them people down there in Mississippi for however long. Most people don't even know that happened, right? The polarizing cases, the everyday cases don't get speaking about. That's 1 out of 100,000, right? Of course, we can sacrifice 1 out of 100,000. If we wouldn't have turned up about George Floyd the way we did, Derek Chauvin would have went home. Period. If we didn't turn up, if we didn't start hitting the streets and saying, "Hey, enough is enough," like y'all tripping now. We're not gonna pretend like we didn't just see him kill him, and y'all telling us he was doing his job in the line of duty and he feared for his life.
Power in the numbers, man. Power in the numbers.
What I'm saying is, we can use that same energy, right, to work on us as people. We don't have to put all that into the negativity, because these are one-offs. If Diddy is guilty, let Diddy be guilty and go on about his motherfucking business and let them people do whatever they're gonna do, because if he's really guilty, they're gonna do it anyway, no matter how much.
Hey, Quez, hold on. I'm gonna throw a monkey wrench. I'm gonna throw a curveball. Hold on a sec. Connie, hold up. I'm gonna throw a curveball. Nicole Smith says this with Diddy is not racial. Most of his victims are black. What do you have to say to that?
I got to say to that is, who gives a shit? I'm not speaking at Diddy's victims as being racial. I'm saying I'm saying us as a community convicting Diddy is the problem. I'm not saying who his victims are and whether they was white, black, or none of that has any concern with me, because at the end of the day, if Diddy is guilty, Diddy will get what he's supposed to get. Believe you me, the Justice Department is gonna give Diddy everything they got. They're gonna make sure he broke on the way out. They're gonna make sure everything that's attached to him dies, and they're gonna make sure that when he's sitting in prison, he's sitting there, Harlem shaking in a cell with Big Bubba that's gonna do what he do. I'm saying to us as a community, we don't have to help. Right. We don't have to get on all these social media sites. We don't have to do all these live interviews and perpetuate the victims and bring them out and do all this extra shit. We don't have to do that. Save that energy for upbringing our community. That's all I'm saying. Take that same energy you have for Diddy, who never gave a fuck about you to begin with.
Right.
You understand? He didn't fuck you and he didn't give a fuck about you. So let's move on. Take this same energy of coming together to demonize somebody. Take that energy and go support your local restaurant in your neighborhood. The mom and pop shop that you don't shop with. Your friend that has a business and you don't even share a Facebook post for him. But you over here spreading all the news about Diddy. And you ain't sharing your friend's business now one time this year, and we already about to hit April. Take that same energy and put it into something that's going to help create situations that our young men and young women don't have to go through, so they ain't got to go out here and sell pussy to Diddy to be able to get themselves out the hood, or they ain't got to sell their asshole to get a record deal. If you show them that there's other ways to make money instead of being victimized, right? Then maybe they can aspire to something else.
But you put value in your children.
The negativity. Go ahead. I ain't hear
Doesn't
you.
that start at home? Like, I mean, what if your priority is like, if all your kids sees the material stuff, your parents only buy you the best. They never learned the value of working for anything. They want to come up, they want to do whatever. So you're an OnlyFans, an Instaquat, Uber, whatever you want to do, where you just part your legs up and show the world your life. And because they don't, I think it's kind of it's like it's hard to be all uplifting and be about the people when we're not valuing our own, and we see our little after before these young women could be my kids. It would be devastating to me to see I'd rather see my kid work at McDonald's than to see her with her legs gapped open.
Was that Diddy's fault?
Well, no, it's not Diddy's fault.
Starts at
it's
home,
not Diddy's
right?
fault. It's not Diddy's fault. But if you're
starts at your house though, right?
If you have people trying to come up and they're thirsty, and then you take advantage, and then you put drugs in the champagne, and they wake up with their asshole 10 inches wide, then yeah, that is his fault, because he knew that they were coming in there wanting something, and he did some foul shit allegedly.
Well, how about teach your children not to put themselves in positions where they can be taken?
How would they know that? If our values
because they're out looking for attention. They're out looking for attention. If they were focused, listen.
How would they know?
Listen,
they know the industry. They know.
Listen, if your children, right?
No, they don't.
I'm gonna tell my kids the same shit. If you go over Diddy's house and get fucked, don't look at me, because I told you not to be at niggas' house that's like Diddy. I already told you that. I already told you people with a whole lot of money that say they can give you something and you ain't never got to do nothing is a bold-faced ass lie. That's not how life works. Everything costs. You even got to pay attention, motherfucker. So pay attention when people get to talk crazy to you. You know what I'm saying? And when people get out of pocket and say some wild shit and they try to force shit on you, and because you feel it in your spirit. I don't care what nobody say. You feel it in your essence when you somewhere you're not supposed to be. I done been in the streets before, and I know certain scenarios where I'm like, shit, this ain't it. I'm not supposed to be right here. Now, if I stay and get shot, then that's on me. Because God told me I wasn't supposed to be right here. So you can't say, oh, because you didn't listen to the training of all the people who tried to help you and steer you away from this shit, and you decide to go over there in the crocodile pit anyway, and then you get bit, now you a victim, and now I got to come help you dress your wounds, and I'm going to beat up the crocodile. The crocodile was doing what the fuck he was supposed to do, biting your ass when you came in the water. Don't take your ass in the water. That's all I'm saying. You got to take accountability.
Everybody had it coming.
All of us have
all
to take
those people,
accountability
they
for
had it
our
coming.
children,
Hold on
for
a
our
sec.
wives, for our girlfriends, for the children that ain't ours, our nieces, nephews. We have to take responsibility that there ain't a whole Nickelodeon show if people ain't giving their kids to Nickelodeon and then going off to motherfucking McDonald's or Outback Steakhouse to have dinner, and I left my kids over here at Nickelodeon to suck on feet and lick booty holes, and then I come back like, oh, what happened? You mean you was licking booty holes? Why? Because you left them. It's your fucking fault. I'm leaving my kids with no grown ass motherfuckers and going off somewhere.
That's it right there. I don't even care who you was.
Malcolm Marquez, man. Malcolm Marquez X. You done made a honorable life Muhammad proud. You didn't.
Right.
Hey, that's some real talk, though.
Not even no teenagers. You don't live with no teenagers either.
At all.
Sorry.
That's it.
Melvin says, my niece was on toddlers and tiaras, and my sister never left her alone by herself. Never.
Good. Very good. Yeah.
No.
You should always think something wrong when they say, hey, don't you want to go to dinner? Don't worry, we'll take care of the kids. Motherfucker, I ain't never met you. Why would I leave my children with you?
Right.
I mean, like I said, man.
And they go on about their business because now they can get themselves out the hood because you're in desperation. It's a difference between thriving and surviving. You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna keep it a buck with you, man.
You make bad decisions.
I'm gonna keep it a buck, man. I've seen the sleaziness that goes on in Hollywood. Like I've seen it between men and women. I just never seen it between like men and men, or at least it wasn't happening around me, or or with adults to kids. You know what I'm saying? And it's just it makes you just look at things a lot different. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just really crazy that some of these people have these fetishes or these desires or these deviant desires, and this is the stuff that they're doing. Like again, I don't know, man. But then again, who said it? Who said it before?
Well,
but this stuff is. Oh, go ahead. Go ahead. Now I was gonna say this is not new. Like I've heard stories of not even people in the music industry, but in the actors and actresses. Drew Barrymore was in clubs with her mother. Her mother was already off, but she was taking her to the clubs. And then you wonder why your child is an alcoholic and a drug addict.
She was a baby.
Other people have done this.
16-year-olds in the club.
Yes, they've been in. I was in the club at 15. So yeah. So that's why. But I kind of get
celebrity kids have been in the club and 16 drinking.
And they be in there with their parents. They get introduced to stuff early, and then you wonder why they're alcoholics and stuff now. Yeah, they were introduced into it. So again, it goes back to the parents. Like I said, I don't have kids, but I would never leave my nieces. If my nieces then were offered gigs to go do something, and if my brother couldn't be there, which I know he would try his best to be there, or my sister-in-law, guess who going with my nieces? I am, because ain't nobody about to do them dirty, because I will fight, literally put hands on somebody for my nieces. So people have to start being more involved. And Connie, I think what you were saying, and correct me if I'm wrong, you were mentioning about the adults that were there outside of the music industry, just at these parties, just to be at parties and being drugged without them knowing. Like, what about them people? Were you talking about those people who are being drugged and worried about them too? Because there were people there that were visiting, but however, I kind of be like this. I'm kind of like this though. Diddy has been having parties for years. And if you come to me, I've been hearing about Diddy parties since I was a teenager. And if you come to me as a grown adult and be like, hey, girl, Diddy invited me to this party. Bullshit. Bullshit. That's because I know about things I've heard, whether they're true or not. My person is not going to put myself in a position that I can't fight myself out of. And this is also too because I'm very protective of myself from even things I've been through as a child. Like I'm a survivor of sexual abuse, all of that. So I now do not put myself in situations to where I might be not be in control. And then you need to have a clique of people that won't allow you to be taken advantage of. Don't be going to places by yourself when you don't have a clique of people that are gonna be like, hey girl, no, you too drunk, you too high, whatever. No, we're gonna take off. We're gonna leave before something happens. Oh, don't be hanging on that man. You know, you're not in your right mind. We're gonna take you out of here. You need to have those people around you too to be safe, because ain't nobody. This is not new. People been doing this.
I hear what you're saying, Tish, and you brought a valid point. But I'm about to throw your curveball, play advocate real quick. What about the people who don't?
What about people who don't?
What?
Yeah, what about the people who don't?
Who don't have what?
They have that safety net, or they have the people that you say that should look out for you, whatever. What about the people who don't?
So people go to
compromising situations.
Yeah, you place yourself. I mean, what can you do at that point? But see, I'm also the type of female that if I see somebody by themselves and I know that their behavior is a little weird and somebody's trolling them, I would be the one that be your friend for the moment and make sure I would try my best to make sure that you don't get hurt. And that's just from me being through stuff that I've been through. However, if she's fighting me on it and she figures that this is what she want to do, my open hands are only going to be for so long, because at that point I can't stop you. Like, I can't make somebody do something that they don't want to do.
Very, very valid point. And let me pass out a message to you grown ass men out here who watching people getting victimized, and you ain't doing shit because you want to fit in. You a punk. Like say that it's no way I can sit around. Now, Tish made a valid point. I'm not finna be out here caping for you super hard, and you know, to where it turns into no argument, and now you want to fight me type shit. I'm not finna watch you get victimized. Now, if you out here snatching up, grabbing crazy, that type of energy, bro, hey, bro, you need to chill. Like, we not doing that. You know what I mean? Miss Lady Ma'am, you okay? You good? That's how that conversation gonna go. Right. But for you men is watching niggas slip shit in people drinks, and you watching people take advantage of overly intoxicated people, and like, you a coward too. Agreed. And just because you didn't participate, you still are part of the system because you watched it go down. So don't think that just because you didn't get nothing too, that's not your problem. You gotta live with that forever. And when you get to the gates, that's gonna be in that book.
Hey, Quez said it.
You see it, and I saw you see it. So
Quez said it eloquently, and I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna say it like, you know, normal. You a bitch. If you're not helping out these people, you are a complete beach. You know what I'm saying? Like he said, you're a coward. If you're watching them getting taken advantage of, you're just as complacent as the people doing it. You're a bitch.
And to play advocate for you women, when these men try to come out here, because essentially what we doing is risking our lives. Let's be honest. You know what I mean? I got a wife and kids, and you know what I'm saying? When I step in and I'm risking my life, I don't need you to jump back on the side of the abuser and point that shit this direction, because you might like getting beat on, and you might like your toxic relationship. I don't want to get shot for trying to save somebody from some shit they not supposed to be in. So when we do step in, if you can't calm El Chapo down, you know what I'm saying, and I'm stepping in trying to save you, I need you to be the liaison and recognize what's happening on your behalf. You can't keep saying you want niggas to save you, and then when they come up, man, get your bitch ass out of here. Hey, we're not gonna keep caping for that either. So vice versa, women.
Right. So let me touch on something. Let me touch on something with these other parties. So when you're in the industry parties and you go in there, these women, and I'm gonna call it like it is, these hoes, they already know they've been chosen, they've been arranged. It's already been arranged. So when they already walk up in there, they already done got they waiting for their money at the end. They getting anywhere from 2 to 5 G's to come in there and do whatever they got to do, or whatever's asked of them. So they ain't even dropping that in their drinks. That don't go down in the industry. It's already planned. It's already arranged. So if you're the newbie and you coming in there and you see a dude pulling her by her hair and he, deep throwing her or doing whatever, and she might scream a little bit, because you don't know what can go on in front of everybody. That might cause you to get slapped up or whatever and kicked up out of there real quick because it's already been arranged. Now you messing with they pussy or they whatever that they done paid for the night. That everybody get a taste of it. They might bend you over because sometimes there ain't no security for you. You know what I mean? Or your homegirl.
Man, me and my Nina ride everywhere. There ain't no bending shit over this way. But no, I'm not talking about the industry parties.
I know what you mean.
General
but
public. I don't be at no industry parties. So if you over there, you're on your own. Because I already know not to go over there. Yeah, I ain't at the house. You know what I'm saying? I don't give a fuck what they got going on. TD Jakes will be there preaching the sermon. And as much as I love God, I'm not at Diddy house. So I'm going to stay over here and mind my business. You know what I'm saying?
All righty then. On that note.
That's the only topic y'all got tonight? What's another topic?
No, it wasn't the only topic.
Did I miss the first one?
No, this was the first one.
And we knew it was going to do this. That's why we
knew it was going to do this. You know what I'm saying? I'm getting ready to talk about somebody, Auntie. I mean, the other topic was Candace Owens. Now, the thing about it was I've seen some black people on my timeline, and I'm highly disappointed in y'all. Some of y'all be like, "Oh, Candace Owens is the solid one," or "She has some points," or "I like Candace Owens." The fuck? Why?
Look at everybody's face.
Yes,
flip that up. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, you got the wrong friends on your timeline. I don't know what the fuck you got going on.
I've seen it. I'm like, how? I mean, because again, Candace Owens goes on the Breakfast. Like, we'll play a little bit of this clip. We'll play a little bit, so y'all get a taste of this.
I don't even want to taste that in my mouth.
You said earlier, because I know a lot of people will hear you say, "Well, Candace, you're speaking a lot about the black family, but then you married a white man."
Yeah,
Dr. Umar would have a huge problem with this.
Okay, I would love to talk to him more about that because, I mean, it's always very interesting to me to hear this paradox of black people who will make an argument that, the system is racist and then also make an argument like this, which is essentially making an argument for the Supreme Court to revisit Virginia versus Love and basically say that black Americans and white Americans shouldn't be marrying. I think the greatest thing ever is when people come together on the basis of who they love and get married. For me personally, I never thought of my husband as a race. This is very interesting to me that see people go, she's married to a white man. When I look at my kids, I'm not like, oh, my kids are mixed. I married the person that it made the most sense for me to marry. I have a mind that is just, if you even knew half the things that I'm thinking about, the stuff that I'm reading, just go all the time. It was difficult for me to find a partner that was a challenge to me. The challenge that I needed, whether you want to say an academic challenge, whatever it is, with my same interests. It just was. What you will know, a lot of times people think that when people come together, it's because of how they look. Actually, I read this in a Thomas Sowell book, or maybe it was a Shelby Steele book. People tend to marry their IQ, which is interesting. You think like if you see two black people together, oh, it's because they are two black people, but actually they are probably better matched based on their IQ. I fell in love with my husband just because I think.
I had enough of that.
This is what I got a problem with. Okay.
Oh, shit. Come on,
Jess.
Jump in
here. Listen. Everybody listen.
You see a raccoon, all of a sudden, if she's going to get...
Right, I'm listening, Jess.
First, she said that she didn't look at her husband as a race or whatever, right? But she said she looked for someone who was like intellectually compatible with her, which made it seem like us as a race, African Americans, we're not intellectually compatible with this person, Candace Owens. That's where I had a problem. And she also said, oh, what else did she say? Oh, I can't think of it right now. But yeah, that
she married her IQ.
Oh, yeah, the IQ. Like, we don't have high IQs. There's a lot of us who have high IQs. A lot of us.
I just want to sock that hole.
Yeah, I took it the same way because I'm like, if she had said it differently, I probably would have been like, okay, you make sense. But when she said that, yeah, the same points, that's the same points. I'm like, this girl left that door open to just be dragged, When she was like, most people marry because of their IQs. So you're saying that two dumb black people got together because they have low IQs? That's how I took it too. Like she could have just said, I married my husband because I loved my husband, not because he challenges me, because y'all Negroes can't challenge me. That's how I took it. So that's why I'm like, sometimes I'd be like, I'd be this close to agreeing with her, and then she say something, and I'm like, there you go, you lost me. There you go, Candace, you lost me. Because if she had said love, I'd have been like, I get you. You marry somebody you love. No,
now we knew. Now she could have said it, but we all know that wouldn't have been the case because this is the same one who said that George Floyd. I don't want to misquote her. She said that he deserved what he got or something.
I don't know why she gonna misquote you, nigga. You know what I'm saying? But you give her so much grace for
she said one of the things she said was George Floyd was neither a hero nor a martyr.
Yeah, that's what she said.
That's one of the things
you had that on standby. This shit.
Yeah, man, just like she has a lot of things. I'd be like, yeah.
But that little house on the prairie dress had
everything pretty much. Actually,
she said Breonna Taylor pretty much was she brought about her own demise because her boyfriend was a drug dealer and some. How when
she said that she was helping her drug dealer boyfriend sling the drugs pretty much. Yeah. That her name was also and her name was on the whatchamacallit when they went to go raid the house. Yeah, she said her name was on the slip.
Candace Owens also said that she wasn't asleep, that she was standing right there in the door.
Well, how about that she ain't came on no black shows until her ass got fired. So now she prevalent in the black community.
Time out. So she wasn't fired yet. That's the thing. So it's equivalent to what Quest says about these Democrats, right? They only show up every 4 years when they want to try to wear the dashikis. They want to put the black fist up, say, "Oh, we love black." Well, she did the exact same thing. The Republican primary was just I think was it. Has it happened yet? Oh, whatever. All I know is that they're pretty much trying to. It's a tool.
Yeah.
It's a tool because again, she's trying to be that quote unquote token Negro to try to sway black people into the Republican Party, or things weren't that bad underneath Trump and this and that. So she's appearing on the Breakfast Club. She made the stupid remark about the Israel Palestine thing, and that's what got her ass canned from the Daily Wire or whatever it was, whatever Republican thing she was on, but. She's been on the same platforms as alt-right people, literally agreeing with them.
She insulted the Jews.
Yeah, she insulted the Jews, but never mind the Negroes. But the minute that you say something about the Jewish folks,
well, ask Whoopi Goldberg, she got put off
the TV. Hey, real nigga wake up call.
They
don't like you.
And that's my point, is that she appears on the Breakfast Club and then she's quoting the Fresh Prince lyrics. So you see, I know the lyrics. See, I'm black. I'm down to try to sway you people to where you Negroes are on my timeline talking about, oh, she's a solid person, and she has some points.
They were doing a black quiz because they were calling her out on her blackness. Okay, and they asked her how many fights did the Fresh Prince get into before his mom got scared, and she sung the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air to get the answer to that. So. I understand where you're going because it was already a ploy for her to be on there. I get that. But she sung it because she couldn't even just quickly be like one
little fight.
The other question was
one little fight. You didn't know.
We're gonna do the test here. We're gonna do the test here.
Okay, let's do the test.
Okay. So the other thing was God is good. What's the reply?
All the time.
All the time. She said, "Amen. Thank you, Jesus."
Black card revolt.
And she probably likes her mashed potatoes with no flavor.
And then they asked her about raisins being in the potato salad. She got that one right. She said raisins had no business being in the potato salad. But they asked her that, and she was like, "Amen, he good." And then so they did it back and forth how it's supposed to be. And she said, "Well, why is it being repeated?" And they asked her, "How many black churches you been to?" And she was like, "Apparently, I haven't. Like, pretty much, I haven't been to enough to know that Like, why do we do that?
And that's why you don't find nobody with your IQ.
That part. Shannon, please
Well,
do
her
that.
husband probably know the answer to that before she do.
Good job.
No black man wants to stand by that. No black man wants to stand by that.
But again, the sad part about it is that
so
our
it
people
is what it is.
our people are falling for it. There's black women who try to emulate her to a certain extent. They try to they go out hard for the alt-right, the far-right Republicans, and then they go marry themselves a white person or a white guy, whatever, and they talk the same ish. They try to emulate her. And the sad thing about it is that I see some of my kings talking about, yeah, she's solid. Yeah. She had a point where y'all like her, whatever. I'm like, nigga, where? How? You know what I'm saying? Like, I just.
And Melvin's right. They did ask her another question. What year did Cash Money come out for? And she didn't know. She didn't know it was for the 99 and 2000.
Take over, and it was for the 99 and 2000.
She didn't know that.
I don't know.
I was waiting for third to finish so I could say they didn't ask me what year they came out.
I watched the whole episode, so yeah, she didn't even know that one. I think that was like the first question they asked her.
Man, you're not from where we from. But listen, third, because obviously you're the only person dealing with these issues of these people.
Oh my goodness.
And I don't know if it's your 77% or not. But I'm just saying, I'm not seeing the same stuff you're seeing because I don't follow them type of people. Just being real, you know, like there's an 80% department. Like you got to get verified for you come in. So we
hey, look. The reason why he sees it is because he show up with his bouncer shirt on, just like he got on right now.
Damn.
You know you was gonna touch on it because I was laughing too. He must have
no help to you, right? You know what I'm saying? Right. Hey, look, I know it's a fitted, but you can't wear it in here. You can fit it back in the car. Okay? Look, I got a job to do. I got a job to do. You want to come here and have fun with the ladies? You gotta take your hat off.
The collar shirt on. You know about the collar shirt.
They got hot.
Shannon retarded. That's not what I was trying to
Shannon
say.
is really, you know what I'm saying? A little pickaninny.
Shit. That's why you told me to stop earlier because you already knew. You see my face. Don't do it.
Man, you seen our face. I know you seen it. I know you. Soon as you appeared on the screen, you know the smoke was coming. Soon as you did that shit. Boy, I tried to say Quinn, but I couldn't hold it in no more. That nigga came in like he was belting T Mikey.
He got
y'all wrong. Y'all wrong. Y'all wrong.
This is what I came for folks last time, but it's okay.
I don't want nobody to have no sympathy for Third because he created this atmosphere for all.
He did.
He absolutely did.
No. That was y'all that started that.
No.
Are you serious right now?
That whole 80%. The whole 80%.
No, wait, we would have never even known. Hold on, we would have never even known we were 80%.
Hey, third, you sounding real Candace Owens right now.
Yes, you really are.
That's why she on your timeline.
I'm about to go try to match her IQ.
Because we would have never.
I'm about to go eat some bland mashed potatoes.
Hey, you ain't nigga enough. She might just be on your team. You ain't nigga enough.
That's 77%.
Yeah.
We didn't start anything. You just got
out here looking like Bruce Lee's daughter.
You wasn't us.
That's it.
We did not ask for this. But we
But listen, the thing with Candace Owens, man.
Even your girl laughing.
Once again, black people, stop going over there. I'm gonna continue to say this every time a topic about us come up. Stop going over there. They don't
running with open arms and shit, thinking y'all gonna be accepted. At the end of the day, you still a nigga. Like, bruh, you black.
And
they don't like you.
Black women especially. Black women especially. They already know they can't let nobody like me over there, even with the glasses. I didn't try it. I tried.
You look too Malcolm X-y. They're not playing.
I be trying to be cool,
Yeah, but we're not 77, so we're not gonna be.
They see that twitch in my eye when they say some slick
You
shit.
can just walk underneath the rope.
I can't do
I
it.
can still get in and you can't. I don't know why you it don't matter how I get in. I can crawl under the door or over the fence. It doesn't matter. I'm verified. Verified. You got to go find you 3 more %. Go find it. And I don't even have liquor in my system tonight. Don't come for me.
Go get your liquor. Niggas?
No, I'm showing you I don't need
I'm about to go get Candace Owens on all y'all.
H2O.
And we scared.
She not black enough. She not black enough to come for me. Not black enough.
Listen, we knew Candace Owens wasn't on our side when she came with that weak ass blowout, right? First. Then she got that little house on the prairie dress on.
Button up all the way to her neck.
All the way to the neck. We don't dress like that. She looked like she just came from a David Koresh convention. And we all know they drunk the Kool-Aid. So you know what I'm saying? Why are we paying her any mind? But for you, Third, start figuring out where these people are from that you having these conversations with. Because I know you all about your Pan-Africanist, but some of these people that come over here have a disdain for us. Right, and they agree with people like Candace Owens because they come over here. You lazy akatas. Why didn't you pull yourself up by your bootstraps? You lazy.
These people who are saying that are from the same hood you are. They from like L.A., Compton. They
ain't from my hood in L.A.
You talking about Compton?
You're from Chicago?
I'm South Central, baby. 39 from Mott.
Oh, okay.
They ain't talking none of that mess.
I'm from the Lord's house.
I heard that class. Say it again.
Caves of gold and you know what I'm saying? The clouds. I don't know what you're talking about.
Hallelujah.
And nobody here talking about Candace is. I don't even want to talk about her. What's her other topic?
Who on your timeline is talking this? Because
I'm
concerned.
I ain't gonna put them out like that. I ain't gonna put them out.
Just saying.
Why not?
Wait, you worried about other people, but you be putting us out on our stuff all the time.
Nah,
whole videos about us. And now you don't want to tell nobody.
Look, I'm about to go to your timeline.
Hey, Consuelo said niggas like you be trying to protect the enemy. That's what she was talking about. She was talking about niggas like you. She was talking about your ass because she see you at work trying to protect the nigga that's telling on everybody.
Dang.
You know what I'm saying? Get niggas in trouble. That's what
up?
happened.
What's up, brother Benny?
You getting ate up. Don't change the subject.
Everybody changing the subject.
Trying to say hi. You just get your lecture. You ain't supposed to talk when you get your lecture.
Okay,
I'm getting in because I made the video.
Yep.
You said what? Right, I didn't hear you. You're blanking out there.
I was breaking up. Oh, it's all good. It's good. I told you I was gonna be nice today.
Yeah, you know my stance, man. If it ain't about tangibles,
you find the shit.
What these people?
I'm looking.
I know, girl. I know you is.
If it's not about the tangibles, I don't care about what none of these people talking about. Yeah. Republican, Democrat, Independent. If you're not doing something to help me and my community directly, I can give a fuck about you. I'm always saying that. I've been saying that from the beginning. Y'all talk about, Republicans want to do this, Democrats want to do that, two wings of the same bird. If y'all not gonna give us anything that we can hold physically, besides them chicken dinners at the voting booth and a bottle of water that y'all keep trying to give out in twerk contests, I can give a fuck about what you talking about. Come on out and vote. We got fish sandwiches. I don't care. Come on out and vote. The Republicans hate you. I don't care. You know what I'm saying? Like you guys are being controlled with these stupid ass narratives because you forget to do the research. Find the candidate that is going to present the policies that affect you directly, first and foremost, that affect you directly, and then the people in your community and how that benefits y'all. If you not paying attention to that, it don't give a fuck who you vote for. If they come out with a good message on CNN or on Fox News, whatever floats your boat, and then at the end of the day, for the next 4 years, they ignore the shit out of you. That's the cycle we keep going through. We keep paying attention to these presidential candidates, and then in your local city, you know what I'm saying? You don't know that the sheriff is Le'Veon Bell that you voted in, so you don't know who your sheriff is and what his policies is and how he feels about non-violent offenses in your community and who he's going to arrest and what policies he believes in. But you wouldn't know that because you don't vote for your sheriff and you don't vote for your local magistrate. You wait every 4 years to show up and vote for one or two niggas who don't give a fuck about you. And they both gonna ignore you. That's for you, trailer park, low income white people, and for you low income black people in projects. Y'all all in the same boat. Period. Point blank. They gonna hype you up. Hey, the black people is your problem, and then they gonna tell black people the Mexicans is your problem. Illegal immigration is your problem, and then you turn around fighting people. And for 4 years, he done ignored you and went up to Congress and made a salary of $500,000 on a vote because you said he at least you're not a Republican. Get your fucking life together. Start researching the people who's in charge of things that directly affect you. Then work your way up. Don't start at the top. Don't shoot for the top. You know what I'm saying? And then be like, well, this shit just don't work. You had plenty of control levels before you went to president. You know what I mean? Last time you've been to a PTA meeting about your kids and found out that they reading little Johnny can wear a dress at reading time in the library. When the last time you've been up there to see that?
They gonna come for you.
You don't know what's going on at the PTA meeting because you don't give a damn about your kids. How about that?
Word.
You worry about the president. Fuck out of here.
Who done pissed in your Wheaties? Candace Owens? R. Kelly? They pissed in your Wheaties?
I feel about that shit. This shit be stupid. You worry about Candace Owens, and meanwhile, I gotta explain to my son why Jimmy wants to be called Janelle, and he's in kindergarten.
That's a whole nother topic.
That's my problem.
Right.
I gotta explain those type of stories because you worried about Trump and Joe Biden falling asleep on the podium, and all the while, my son up here got to go through some shit that's not okay because half of you motherfuckers don't show up to the PTA meeting, white or black. I've been up there. I ain't seen none of you motherfuckers.
For those people living out in Georgia. All right. Yeah. All right. Well, about that time. About that time, we got Mr. Malcolm X over here.
You knew I was gonna get on my shit.
I know you. I know you were, brother. Salute to you.
Hey, take that stupid ass accent off, bro. Like, stop.
All right,
I'm
Joe.
being serious though. Like, don't complain about the president if you're not gonna vote at home. Like, you don't know what's happening in your community. And we
well, a lot of people, I know a lot of people that don't vote and complain, which is stupid.
They do it all the time.
Right.
Like what I said, I pay attention to the local stuff. I vote locally. You know what I'm saying? I gotta know who's in there, who's representing my viewpoints. You know what I'm saying? Who's gonna speak for me? Since I can't literally just walk up into the floor of Congress, well, shit, I gotta take that back because there's a lot of people who did on January 6th. I can't just walk into the floor and just make some type of demands or whatnot. I gotta find someone who's gonna represent my viewpoint.
They would shot your black ass.
For sure.
You can't go up there.
For sure.
They would definitely shot you.
Oh, for sure. For sure.
You
all right, y'all.
Take that vibes. They would have shot you.
All right, y'all. So we didn't win a little overtime. So, but at the end of we're going to round out the end of Women's History Month. So we want to do something positive for the women. Name some women who were influential in your life. Give them a shout out. Give them some love before we close out.
My mama. My mother.
Dr. Frances Cress Welsing, great author.
Well,
go ahead.
My godmother, who has a school named after her in Corona Narco Unified School District called the Phyllis W. Rondo Elementary School in Eastvale.
Dope.
Shout outs to her. What y'all got?
They're the Rondo Raptors.
And my mama. Listen, I don't give nobody else no credit but my mama.
Damn.
My mama, Cameron's mama, Bob's nana. Yeah.
You talking about you?
Oh, you.
So I said my mama too.
Oh, okay. I'm about to say
Cameron's
all
mama.
You can't just
Cameron's mama.
Man.
Shit, I gotta give myself some credit. Shit.
Okay.
I do a lot.
Hey, but look, I want to shout out Dr. Francis Crest Wilson, who wrote the ISIS papers, who got me into my strive for my people. Madam C.J. Walker, Rosa Parks, Harriet Tubman, Queen Khalifa. It's a lot of black women, man, coming up in this. Dr. Sherzad Ali. There's a lot of black women out there doing great work, and I appreciate y'all. Then I got the Queen, of course, and I got my mama, all my aunties, my grandmama, you know what I'm saying? My great grandmama, no, I'm just playing. Go ahead.
You sound like you in a first award.
Brother Benny says, my wife, my sister, and my mother, strongest women I've ever met. Salute.
Thank you so very much.
You're very right. Tisha's short.
I didn't even know you had two
very
sisters,
strong.
Benny. That's what's
very
up.
Strong.
You know what I'm saying? Who's the other one?
He has one sister.
Oh, he was talking about you. My fault. I was just
don't do that. Don't do that. Me and you been on the same side this whole time.
You don't There's distinction amongst the 80% club.
You don't want to cross the bridge. So he get a pass because he can do that because he's part of the 80% club. He can do that.
You lucky.
That's my sis.
Green bean. But yeah, Jess.
My mom, my grandma, and some aunties in my family.
Just some of them, not all of them.
No, not all of them. Just some of them.
Shit. That's fine. Y'all find out who you is over there on Jet's side of the family.
Don't be contacting her, asking her who. Don't be.
Hey, her mama's sisters that she don't like. You know what I'm saying? Y'all figure that out.
Girl, I know that's right. I can't stand my mama's back. Oh, never mind. Oops.
Yeah, let's say, talk about yourselves and figure it out.
It's real. I got facts. I got receipts.
Dang. I got to shout out my mom. You know, my mom was always definitely held me down. My grandma, you know, God rest her soul. I miss her. I think about her daily. My aunts, my sisters, you know, shout out to my sisters. They're beautiful, intelligent, they're strong women making moves. I got to shout out my cousins, JJ Fad, you know, Juana, Dania, Michelle, you know, they're part of the reason why I even started trying to do rap. You know what I'm saying? I wanted to try to aspire to be like them. You know what I'm saying? Female rappers that came out of the IE that went platinum, you know, worldwide. You know what I'm saying? I aspired to be like them. I stood on the shoulders of these women. So I was raised around a village of women who helped shape me to where I am. So shout out to all you, to my queen right here, to Jess for always holding me down, especially during the darkest time of losing, you know, the most important person in my life. You know, so shout out to Tisha because she's came through, she's held it down. Shout out to D for always checking on me. Shout out to the pickaninny right there, Aunt Jemima, Shannon, because we used to be tight back in the day. She done switched up on me.
Switching.
There should be no negative things.
Oh yeah,
attached.
I'm sorry, Candy Girl.
Thank you, Jess.
You're right, because that just erased all the good stuff you said.
Everything. And then you want to come and call me Aunt Jemima. Who look like Aunt Jemima?
I love
you.
Just
that because she part of the 80%.
She ain't take no test like me.
Oh, I know. She's
Her and
part of
Dean
the
take no
80%.
test.
Yeah, she bringing the syrup. You better leave her, and the pancakes. You better leave her alone. She's making sure our breakfasts are straight.
Right. Every time.
Word.
With the pancakes and the syrup. She didn't leave you with no dry.
I got Shout out to Connie too. You know, she's the one that helped put me on with the job. You know, now I didn't elevate it up. They was trying to get my black ass out there. Now I'm supervisor over there. So, You know, again, women's always helped out and have always been here. So shout out to all you women who are continuing to do great things. You know what I'm saying? We salute you. We uplift you. We salute you out here all the time.
He called you Winthrop.
Brother Benny, me and you was cool too.
You part of the 80% group. You really think that's gonna last long? What are you talking about?
Damn.
Sorry.
Man, I'm being attacked here. I can't stand you, niggas.
You did.
Now I'm really about to go join Candace Owens. Trump, I'm about to go buy one of those $60 Bibles from Trump and the gold shoes and just stand on all you niggas.
You would.
But I ain't. You see, I ain't messed with you tonight. I ain't did nothing to you tonight.
You're right, D. You're right, D.
Man, you know what I'm
Is
saying?
I've been cool.
Hey, that's what I admire about your community. Like y'all support each other through bullshit and all. You know what I'm saying? You know you can get a free Bible at Motel 6, but you're gonna go pay $60 to support your cousin.
Hey man, are you coming back for the season 5 of Power?
Yes, I am. I'm
You
always
need to
here.
come with more.
Yeah, I'm here.
He can't.
I'm here.
You know the dozens don't run in his blood like that. Like it's supposed to.
We keep bringing a half dozen and ain't enough.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
really not.
I come back.
Yeah,
He gonna think about it all week, and it's gonna be hot on Friday.
He's gonna come back with a clip.
You know,
don't
Shannon,
come back
I
with
don't
a
know
clip.
you asserted yourself in this shit.
He writing it like he write his
And I don't know why y'all not getting Benny, because Benny the one doing the clips for him. Y'all let Benny get away with it. And
Today he's not on his side right now.
No.
Yeah, Benny ain't
That was on me.
that.
That was not my brother.
Oh, he didn't make that clip?
No. That was
who made it? So now we're working.
bitterness.
What?
It was
What
all
clip?
third and his
The
bitterness.
one with everybody jokes in it.
Yeah, with everybody in it.
That was all.
Oh yeah, that was on me.
That was the whole third. You know
That was
what I'm
on me.
saying?
I did it
Yeah.
because I love y'all.
See? He know he's wrong.
I did
Juicy.
because I love y'all, but then Shannon want to keep inserting herself in this. All right, I got you.
Oh boy.
But why are you picking on
Hold on. Time out.
Talking your little short candy drop.
You was the one over there kiki cattling when he tried to say that we look like Shanae and Wanda, wasn't you? You the one who put it up there,
this
right?
Is before that.
Yeah,
this
he
is
did.
before. This is before that. But okay. I got
No,
you.
that ain't right.
You can give me all you want to, but I don't think this is what you want.
Oh Lord, it's
Girl,
about to be
that's what
another
he want.
video. He about to create another
I just want to let you know.
That's what he
Listen,
want.
when y'all go low, I go hell. Just want to let y'all know.
I like that.
Just want to let y'all
Me
know.
too.
Don't this ain't what you want. This ain't it.
Me
I
too.
might not have a lot of blackness in me, but the black that I do got.
That percentage
You
hurt.
real Candace?
It's
You real
strong.
Candace?
He said she go hell. She go hell.
Yeah, y'all go low. I go hell.
I know.
Became an honorary member of the 80% club. I accept you. Yeah,
All right, y'all. This has been real. I'm tired. I gotta go make
Of course.
tacos.
Of course you are. Of course you are.
We no. So you've been on that CP
Yeah.
time. Maybe that's that 66% of you. You came on the CP. We been
She's
tired
not more
over
than
here.
66.
Shannon does not look. She
No.
look like she can blend in with wallpaper. She come on now.
Really?
She is
And
not
it's
look like
ability. But like I said, Mr. Mighty Arms, I
I'm
still
saying?
got a lot of
I'm
black
just
in
saying.
me.
we know you, girl. That's why you over
She look like her mammy done crap with massa. So I don't think no.
And it's a possibility.
No.
I got a lot of white folks in my family, but I still ain't got that Mike Jack. I ain't got that Mike Jack. You got that Mike Jack.
No, mammy and Pep. You know what I'm saying? She know her mammy and Pep.
Listen.
He mad because he's supposed to be your complexion with that percentage. That's why
Right. Look, he got all the nigga
You know what,
nose.
Green Bean? That was a good
The
one.
nigga
That was
nose.
a good
He
one.
got all the nigga nose. They the
That
white
was
ass
a good
nose.
one.
Yeah.
I'll give you that one.
But still ain't make the cut. Your card is in
You
the
know
bill.
what? Just for picking any, I'm gonna give her a test too. We're gonna get you a test, Shannon. We're gonna see what you is.
Listen, I already know I'm probably not even close.
No. On some real talk, Shannon. On some real talk, you be surprised because even the lightest one my aunts are lighter than me, but they're 80%. I don't know. Even my sister is 80%.
My
so I don't
mom's
even
lighter
know.
than me.
I don't even know. It's
You
just,
call that nigga
That's
Uncle
so
blame my
funny.
dad.
You say Benny?
I don't even like Brother Benny no more.
Yo.
I don't even like Brother
Hey,
Benny.
Uncle Ruckus.
Nope.
Hell
Nope.
no.
No. No. I wish that he never brought you over on the boat. Period.
Oh.
Uncle Ruckus. That's some Uncle Ruckus stuff.
Y'all be letting him get away
I
with
told
this
you I'm
stuff.
about to go see Candace in a few, man. I'm out of
He
here.
probably is.
Y'all probably best friends. She probably got her on speed dial.
He probably all on her timeline.
Yeah, talking about his timeline. Right. Talking about his timeline. That was
He
you.
all up and down on her.
I ain't see
That's
no
all
friends
her
commenting on no Candace Owens stuff talking about they like him. That's all you.
Because
No,
they're not
Exactly.
us.
I'll show you.
Not
I'll
us
show you.
talking about
But now-
Hey, that's because when Master go to sleep, Candace sneak outside to the slave quarters and go get the third. You know what I'm saying? Because they match intellectually. That's what happened.
You a
They
fool for
IQ.
that one.
He said, Benny said, tell that bitch God is good.
And tell her all the time.
All the time. I got you. I'm on it. I'm on it. Comb her hair for it too.
She don't know how much.
I'm about to comb her hair for it too. All right, y'all. Well, I gotta go support D and make these tacos using her tortillas.
Don't play Juicy. Don't play Juicy.
Oh,
okay?
not Juicy.
I'm just saying.
Super ain't ready for you.
She
Damn,
said
no, she
Juicy. Where'd that come from?
Yeah, who the fuck is Juicy?
Oh, you don't know about the PJs?
Oh, that's right.
Oh.
She did that.
But I ain't the one
Don't
with
play
the
with
chance
me.
though.
That's
This
right.
ain't what you
That's
want.
right.
I'm
This
just
ain't what you
saying
want.
though. I'm just saying,
that
like,
is
you know, I got you too. Ain't no turkey
This
neck
ain't what
over
you want, boo.
here.
Listen,
Okay, so
I
another
know who.
real
Hey, I know who that motherfucker look like, and it ain't me though. But we can go there.
that motherfucker look just like you. Y'all look like
No.
twins.
First off,
Both of y'all
Hey,
titties
you guys have a wonderful night.
Don't
I gotta get up.
That's why
Hey,
I'm leaving. Because
hey,
Quest
should I
now
do
y'all
it?
look alike.
Should I do it? Should I do it?
Super.
Should I do it?
Oh my God.
Should I do it? Should I do it?
Don't play.
Okay.
Ain't no bars. Ain't no bars.
So I'm gonna
Okay.
This ain't what you
I gotta
want.
go wipe all three of my chins. All right, y'all. Y'all have a good one. I'll
I'm
catch y'all
going
later.
Y'all have a great evening.
Thank you for tuning in. Drop your 3 cents.